everyone? How's everyone going? And welcome. It's been, a while coming. This is Sammy and this is our third stream together, I think, overall. So Sammy, hi, welcome to my channel again. How you going?
What up? Hey, yo, what up, guys? It's your boy Sammy. Gent, thank you so much for having me here.
No
man.
problem. I'm very excited. It's very funny because we often when we get these streams set up, we will jump on the stream half an hour early to get it all set up. And then both of us just like try not to talk to each other for half an hour. Yeah, we don't want to ruin any of our conversation or talk about anything too early. Yeah.
I have to mute myself, otherwise it'll just there's the urge to be like, oh, by the way, this, that, and I'm like, okay, everything I want to say besides the technical stuff with the stream, is a question that I should bring up on the stream.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, I'm really excited to do this. There's gonna be a lot for us to talk about. We might our throats will probably be hurting a lot by the end of this stream because there's okay, all right. All right, moving on. Do you remember? Okay, when we last did a stream, which last time it was also on my channel, we did the first one on your channel, second one on my channel, last time was on my channel as well. I mean, yeah, last time was on my channel and then this time's on my channel.
Sorry to interrupt you, but somebody says my volume is low.
Oh, I'll keep turning it up. Thank you. Oh yes, if anyone, if there's any mixing things, make sure to let me know in the chat.
Hello, testing. 1, 2, 3.
I think hopefully you should be good now. But last time that we did the stream, do you remember where we were up to in One Piece?
Oh my god, if I vaguely where we were up in One Piece at that time.
Yeah, try to guess the arcs.
I remember I was behind the arcs. Should I say Maiden Island? Is that way off?
That's really close.
No, just let me be safe and say Punk Hazard.
I think if I remember correctly, you were in Impel Down and I was in Marineford.
Yeah, okay.
We were pre-time skip, which shows how long ago it was that we streamed. Because we hadn't hit the time skip yet. So we have a ton we haven't talked about.
That is crazy. Because I remember you were ahead. And then at some point, I went crazy with my schedule, and then I was ahead.
Okay, I was gonna talk about this. I put it later, but I'll bump it up the schedule now.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
This is perfect. I like it being more natural rather than us just reading out what's on my notepad.
Okay.
So that happened, which, by the way, bullshit. I was ahead of you, and then you rocketed ahead of me. What
smoked you?
What happened? Why do you go so far ahead?
Well, what happened was your boy became unemployed. That's what happened. It was literally the biggest spike in my schedule, or when it comes to the taking Patreon extra serious and adding more episodes into my schedule, was literally getting laid off work, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give.
Oh, you got laid off? You didn't quit?
Nah, I got laid off around that time, and it was, I would say, Maiden Island. It's like after Impel Down, just before the time skip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was the perfect opportunity for me to take content creation, full time, serious, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
And that is when I could literally see people be like, whoa, like what's up with the speed? And I remember, I don't know if you commented somewhere or I just saw one of your videos, or some people mentioned, like in my community or something, people mentioned that, okay, now you just went up ahead. And it's nothing intentional. I mean, I don't even, like, I don't look at it like that, but it just happened to be. So that's why.
Yeah, okay.
That is why.
Yeah, interesting. I just remember the day that I had to mute your channel. I remember I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I gotta
that
hide
changed.
him. Yeah.
Remember that changed?
Yeah.
Because I had to mute you, and then I unmuted your channel. I'm like, okay, now I can finally watch whatever video pops up of
Yeah.
Gent, if it ever did. Because that used to be, you know, my I muted you a while ago so that I don't get spoiled. Then it became the opposite. So
I also had to mute you because you were also at the time reacting to MHA, and I was doing the dub and you were doing the sub, and the sub was 2 weeks ahead, so I was like, I was trying hard not to get spoiled for that as well.
I feel you.
Hey everyone, by the way, everyone commenting in the chat. It's if anyone,
what's up, what up, chat?
As the stream's going on, if you have things you want to say or questions you want to ask, feel free to ask them. If we miss them, you can ask them again a little bit later. Don't spam the chat with them, but obviously if you have questions, feel free to ask them. But yeah, anyway, so because I was curious about that. How many episodes were you doing a week on your accelerated schedule?
Oh dear God. But the thing is, that wasn't even the peak.
Yeah.
Like that was like a little bit of a bump up, but I don't know what got into me around the end of last year.
Mm-hmm.
There was a period where I slowed down with other stuff beside One Piece.
Yeah.
And this is like recent. I think Wano/Egghead, I went nuts. I was doing 12 episodes per sitting. Like,
oh, in a sitting? Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that.
There was
in each
patrons were eating.
In each of my videos is 4 episodes. I would generally do that in 2 sittings. I would generally do 2 episodes, and then the next day I would do 2 episodes, and that's how I would do it.
But I think you kept it consistent with discussions all the time. I varied. Like I didn't have discussions. You can't have discussions all the time.
Yeah.
After in a 12 episode session, it's impossible. So I went through changes and stuff, but during that time, I would say YouTube wise, that's when I bumped it up to 3 episodes per video, and then I think 3 videos a week, something like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but
crazy stuff.
So it was a lot of episodes.
I was doing pretty consistently just 8 episodes a week the whole time. So, but yeah, anyway, so I was just, because I didn't want to look into it at any time, but I was always like, how the hell did he get so far ahead of me? But that makes,
it was just a change,
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, we have not spoken since before the time skip.
Oh my god.
Which means like all of those post time skip arcs, we've never, so just tell me, like, in terms of the post time skip stuff, like what were your highlights of the post time skip?
Post time skip.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Highlights. Can I just say one thing before? I don't know if you saw it, but I reacted to your video of Dressrosa at some point. Can I just tell you that was fun. That was funny.
Thank you.
I don't know. I think I watched it on my stream.
I think you did it because I suggested it to you. I think I jumped on while you were streaming at some point, and I was like, by the way, I have this video if you want to check it out.
Exactly.
I've done 2 I've done 2 more of those, I think, since then.
Okay, I'll
and I'm soon I'm gonna do an LBAF one. Sometime in the coming weeks is gonna be an LBAF one, but I'll have to.
Oh my. Okay. I'm down. So wait, highlights. One more time with the question. Highlights of post time skip.
Yeah. Just like what immediately stands out to you? I know that's a big point in the show, but like what immediately stands out to you is like the greatest things.
Okay, one of the highlights. Okay, I'm not gonna jump to the epic stuff immediately. Schmuck villain Hody Jones. I swear to God, bro. Even he's so easy to not care about him. So easy to not give a f. But he still comes up when I try to remember, the reunion and stuff. I'm like, what a waste of a villain. But I grew to enjoy or appreciate his hate. His love for hate, you know what I mean? Just like he was born and raised with hate. It's just a little bit different with him. But yeah, he's one of my highlights. I'm not gonna lie to you. The moment you come back, I'm like, this is my first villain. This guy is what a loser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The thing was with Fishman Island, I remember like like it has ups and downs in Fishman Island, but overall, like I love the themes of Fishman Island. I those themes of like the cycle of hatred, I think is so interesting because he didn't just approach it from a perspective of like, oh, obviously racism is bad. Like it wasn't just that. There was so much about like even if we know racism is bad, how do we counter this societal influence that is so deeply ingrained within the world? And there are going to be some people who were like Hordy, where it's like who were oppressed all this time and have now grown up with this hatred, even if he doesn't even remember why he's got that hatred anymore, or doesn't know, or never had like a source of that hatred. It doesn't matter because now he's been brought up in this society of hate because their people was so oppressed for so long. And I think all of that is so interesting.
Yeah, that's all he knew.
Yeah.
And then you have examples of people who, you know, grew up in the same environment but still chose to understand the other side. Like, you know, Shirahoshi's mom, even to some extent, this might sound weird, but Arlong still decided at least to do business with humans. Even though he's like,
that's
filth
true.
This, filth that, same anger, but he still had a little bit of back and forth, you know, Nami.
I think in a way, Arlong did kind of like Nami, just like in a small way. Like I think he still saw her as inferior and saw her as below him, but at the same time, I think he respected her sort of
grind, also.
Her grind and her
appreciation for her people, I would say.
I think
for her people and her village.
I think to me it felt like he got that, but at the same time he was like, but it's too bad you're a human. If you were a fish man, I'd be ride or die for you, you know? But
it's like, too bad you're filth.
Yeah.
But sorry, just to answer your question, definitely Fishman. I really love the reunion. They used Fishman Island to flex their strength and so on, like where they are right now. I really feel like it was a big flex of where we are, but as well, you know, Koala, Fisher Taiga, Shirahoshi's mom, love those elements. And I might be skipping some stuff, but I'm saying highlight the shock of knowing that Aokiji fought Akainu. There's just shock. I was like, what the fudge is going on?
And that it basically leveled an island. Like their battle was so intense that it stays on the island. It's affected the island permanently.
Yeah. And for us, it's Oda just tells us in a way where it's like, yeah, by the way, that happened. Anyways, so we move on to it's like, whoa, time out. What do you mean? And then you forget that time skip means time skip for everybody. Law pops up in Punk Hazard, also like strong as hell, and he did this, he did that. He took the hearts of Marines, I think, or pirates, one of those. But it's like that, and then him being the cog in the gear of whatever ends up being, you know, the start of the end for many players. Caesar, Doflamingo, Kaido.
Yeah.
So we can talk about many highlights. That was the first thing.
That is something that I find like really cool. Is like starting from Punk Hazard. Everything's been dominoes since then. Everything has been like it started at Punk Hazard. We see what Law's plan is, and Law's like, we got to take down Kaido, but to take down Kaido, we got to deal with Caesar Clown and then deal with Doflamingo.
Yeah.
And so they do all of that, and because of everything that happened with Kaido, now the government's coming after us, which is why Egghead is happening. And Egghead, we're basically gonna be fucking chased down past Egghead because we're too dangerous now, and that's gonna move into Elbaf, I imagine. So it's like all of this stuff now is all feeding into each other. Everything's one big 100%. Story now. It's great.
And let me tell you something. That's why I will never understand. I want to get your take on this as well, because I've seen many people say, I don't accept when people say, oh yeah, like Law is not, he's cool and stuff, but he's just aura farming, like he's not that important. But wait, let me add another layer. What do you say to people who say, I swear, bro, I've seen even content creators mention this, it's not just comments, people who say Corazon's death was not meaningful?
Oh, I've never heard that.
Oh
I
my
think
god.
I don't know
I
where
almost
does
jumped into the podcast.
where does
that I
that
listened to
idea
it.
come from? Why would people not find it meaningful?
It started as besides Ace, there's no meaningful death, and then somebody said A, B, C, D, and there's like, what do you mean by Corazon? First of all, it was just a flashback. It was a backstory, and then it's like that death didn't make it didn't do anything. It's like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like everything you mentioned right now wouldn't happen without what
that
Corazon
happening.
did,
Yeah.
and giving birth to Law's purpose. It doesn't. None of it happens.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
talking about?
Yeah. No. I'm kind of shocked by that, but also I feel like people are so quick to jump down the gun of like, oh, this character didn't matter or this thing didn't matter, especially if it's like if they're not like I guess if they're not like peak of the peak, if they're not like the absolute standouts of something, then people try to find reasons to like push it down further and further. Or if sometimes I feel like people feel like they're being tricked into feeling emotion. Like I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, they're trying to make me cry here, which means I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna act like it's not affecting me.
Okay.
Like they're trying to make me feel for this guy. I'm not gonna let them. You have to earn it. But like, I think it's really nice. I think it's kind of beautiful. Yeah, interesting. I haven't heard that before. So another huge thing with the time skip, I feel like, is the time skip took. Especially very late in the time skip, especially Wano took a major jump in animation, like
100%.
massive. Where it's like now at least every like 5 or 6 episodes, there's like a spectacle on screen. Like something absolutely
like
gorgeous.
A freaking cinema.
Yeah.
Absolute cinema.
Like unironically, I think now some of my favorite cuts of animation are from One Piece, and there's like a lot of them. I think.
For example?
I mean, almost anytime Gear 5 is on screen, like they go off with it. I think like it looks absolutely gorgeous.
Wait, so I wanna know what you thought of. First of all, first time the art style changed for Wano, because it's very specific. I want to hear your thoughts about that, and then I want to hear your thoughts on first time seeing Gear 5, because I know I had my own experience, but then you hear what the streets were saying. It's like, so
okay, all right. What you thought. Strap in. I'm very excited about this. So firstly, art style changes. I think it's so awesome to do that. They do art style changes based on the arc and to like match the themes of the arc. So obviously Wano went into more traditional Japanese art style. Then when it went to Egghead, it was like a very colorful, futuristic like art style with a lot of pastel colors and all of that. And it was like, I think that's so beautiful. It just looks incredible. I also
did you like both of them initially?
Yes, I liked from the first second of when you're going into Wano and you can see the seas, the oceans, and they're drawn differently.
Yeah.
Like the oceans around Wano are drawn beautifully. I was like,
100%.
oh, I'm strapped in. Like I absolutely love this. But and because of that, I'm kind of hoping with Elbaf. Because we've seen Elbaf like once properly recently, which was when Shanks was there, right? And when they did that,
even before a little bit.
Yes. But like I'm like we actually with the Big Mom backstory,
yeah.
But we actually kind of saw Elbaf properly a little bit with Shanks in that like we saw like landscapes and stuff. Whereas like in the Big Mom flashback, it was like a small village and we didn't really see what Elbaf was about.
Just a grass.
And and the thing with Elbaf is the landscapes they showed were like paintings, like beautiful paintings with like a really pristine color. And I really hope the Elbaf arc like leans into that art style, because I think that would be so cool.
Very Viking-y and
I think that's awesome.
Scandinavian.
But in terms of Gear 5, so like obviously both of us must have like known at least what Gear 5 looked like for ages, right? Like did you know
known what it looked like? Not at all.
You didn't know what Gear 5 looked like?
That was one of my questions for you later. At all. You got spoiled?
It's everywhere. It's like
It was okay. Let me tell you what I knew.
Okay.
The only thing I've seen. Okay, check this out. Okay, this big of a profile picture of white hair, like for me, I'm like I've said this in my videos. White hair, Luffy, but never connected it or knew what it could be.
right.
And it was literally okay. It's so hard to explain, but just imagine just the eyes. You know, just imagine your eyes.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, from the scar, I can know it's Luffy, but it wasn't clear enough for me to even analyze. You know what I'm saying?
That's so interesting because while I was watching it, I was like, it's kind of like Darth Vader is Luke's father in that this is not even a spoiler anymore because everyone talks about it. You know, like it's
wow.
it's sort of like
I've had one of those.
like where like obviously Darth Vader is Luke's father was one of the biggest twists in history, in like cinema history at the time, and a lot of people who are who are grow up today and who are born today, who are born past the year 95 or whatever, would grow up not even with that even being a twist. Everyone knows that thing. It's just part of the story. To me, that was what Gear 5 was, where I was like, sorry, a Cash Panda for spoiling that Vader is Luke's father. But like for me, that was Gear 5 because like any time that I would like go online, people, as you said, with that profile picture, I would see people. I would go into stores in real life. There's a game store that like a board game store that I go to sometimes. They have a bigger than me Gear 5 Luffy statue. Like it's yeah, I put a picture of myself with it on my community post at some point, but it's like it's this
you could
massive.
not avoid it even if you tried to. What the hell?
So it was like I always knew what Gear 5 looked like, and I knew that it was called Gear 5 because people said like, oh, Gear 5 is peak or whatever, right? But I didn't know. I thought that because I knew what it looked like, I'd been spoiled by about 70% of it. Like I thought that I thought that I knew most of it. And so going into those episodes, I was like, I'm excited to see this. I'm excited to see what Gear 5 is and what it's about. But at the same time, like I'm not going to be surprised. But then we find out that Luffy's fruit is a mythical Zoan fruit. And that's why, because he's actually, Nika, and Nika has taken on, he takes on this form or whatever. And
those layers surprised me.
It blew my mind because I was like, I've gone years thinking I was spoiled on Gear 5, and I didn't know like the main thing about it, which is like why he looks like
mechanics, what's behind it.
Yep. And so it made me so much more excited.
That, by the way, generally. I've learned that even if I got spoiled, I've learned to just have faith. There'll be details that will still give me a dope experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
So did you also get spoiled with clips? Like, did you hear the boing 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 boing?
No,
boing, boing,
I would say.
What did you think of that?
I would say I'm actually. I think I'm really good at not looking at spoilers, and if there's even the smallest clip of something, I think my brain is so fast at going skip it, and I move past it immediately.
100%.
So I was very diligent.
Year 5.
I think it's incredible. I've talked about for years that like Oda has a very specific writing style in that he tries to balance serious and goofy. And the balance that he wants to do is he needs them both to be prevalent in the scene at the exact same time. Like he doesn't want to have oh, this is a goofy line, and then here's a serious line, and here's a goofy line. He actually, I think he wants it to be, this is so goofy, but at the same time, we're taking it serious. We are feeling the weight of this moment. And I think I was saying Gear 4 was a great example of that, because we were really hyped, or at least I was really hyped about Gear 4, because it simultaneously like was kind of awesome and badass, but he's also constantly bouncing, and he's constantly he's doing this really weird stuff. Gear 5.
So I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Like just right there, did you know of Gear 4's existence?
No. I was so happy.
Okay,
I was
okay.
almost
We're the same
I was
there.
almost more excited for Gear 4 than I was Gear 5 because I didn't know anything about Gear 4. I didn't know what it looks like. I didn't
It's
know anything.
nuts.
And so I was very
Because
excited.
it was after 4. It was after 4 where I started confidently making jokes or waiting for. Like I remember it was 4 because the way 4 came was a huge surprise. It came out of nowhere for me. And it came at a time where I needed it, yo. It was just there with Doflamingo. We needed it,
Yeah.
okay? So after 4, I started to be more like started making jokes like, "Oh my god, give me gear 7, 8, 9, 10." I started making these jokes.
Yeah.
But it was 4 that was like, oh my god, I forgot my boy can evolve in that way. I was like, this is amazing. So 4 was
Especially when you think
beautiful.
like how many ways can Oda take a stretchy power? You know, like how
Yeah.
far can you even
Yeah.
take this? And I keep being constantly surprised that he's doing something even more. Wow, this is a good point I haven't heard before from Wiccan. Gear 5 is the anti super edgy final form of the MC. Like, and that makes a lot of sense to me. Where it's like generally, yeah, in media you will have a character when they're at their strongest, they're also at their most serious. They're also at their darkest, you know? Because you want them to be scary or whatever. But Oda doesn't do that. He's like, no, I'm going to make it so that like when Luffy is at his strongest, his battles should be making you laugh. Like that is when he's at his absolute
Exactly.
strongest. It needs to be Looney Tunes.
Yep.
And I think that's so
Very
awesome.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I think it's so great,
so Luffy as
especially
well.
because when he's fighting Kaido, like Kaido's whole thing is like, you know, I want this serious fight. I want this strong fight between you and me,
Yeah.
right? Like, you know, obviously the two of us are going like mano a mano, and like I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, and you're gonna beat the shit out of me, and I'm gonna be happy. Because like no matter what happens with Kaido, he's like, I'm gonna be satisfied because I'm having a great fight, right? And as viewers, we don't really want the villain to get what he wants. So it's like when Luffy's beating the shit out of him, I was like, damn, but Kaido's sort of happy about this because he's getting a better fight, you know? But then when Gear 5 comes around, I think Kaido flips on it because it's no longer a good
Flips.
fight. It's now a
According to him,
silly.
it's a very unserious. Silly
Yeah,
fight,
it's very silly. He's getting his ass kicked. Like he's like Luffy's punching him in the back of the head so his eyes pop out. Like this, you know, so much ridiculous stuff is happening that to me, I feel like
And
to Kaido that would make
whatever-
it unsatisfying.
100%. And whatever damage Kaido is doing, it's like very cartoony.
Yeah.
But I was, what is it? Nithil said you should have seen. I've seen it. I think we both have seen it, right? Like, have you seen the prior to reveal fan made one?
No, I
Gear
haven't.
5? You haven't? Please,
No.
somebody share it to him or send it to him in the Discord. You will die laughing. Oh my
Yeah,
god! Before
I
the
know, I need
colors
to-
came out,
Oh,
somebody
interesting.
tattooed it on him. Somebody tattooed it on themselves, Gent. On themselves.
Like the what they thought the design was gonna
The
be.
fan made.
Oh my
And it
God.
was off. It was off.
Oh my
But yeah,
god.
sorry. But yeah.
No,
I
yeah,
think,
that's awesome. So
Gear
what
5
about?
was just
Yeah, you with Gear 5.
No, go ahead. No, I think it was perfect, and it's so Luffy. The fact that it was a match made in heaven. I think Nika was making people laugh, even without the devil fruit. Luffy still loves making people laugh, or he's just funny. He doesn't even try to make people laugh.
Yeah.
He's funny as hell without even trying to be. So I think it was perfect. I didn't understand the anger. I think it was like solo leveling type of cringe comments. You know, oh, this is goofy.
Yeah.
Were you watching a different anime? It's Luffy.
It's funny because I think you have a very different.
What the fuck?
I think you have a very different circle that you run in to me because like you keep talking about like all of these like negative comments based on a bunch of different things, and to me,
Oh my god.
I think I try to stay away from negativity so much that I think I sort of foster that around
Yeah.
me a little bit.
Oh no, the thing is, like, my bubble is not that at all. Like this has been my experience most of the time, especially post time skip. Okay, you watch something first time experience, like first time reaction, very spoiler free.
Mm.
Shout out to my mods. Perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. And then my community, their thoughts, their feedback.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Mhm.
And then it's a routine. And then the moment I'm safe, you upload a video, you upload the shorts. That's it. You're inviting the reach, especially if they go semi-viral. You're just inviting all sorts of people that are not in your community and so on. And my community, they let me know. It's super fun.
Wait.
They know. They let me know. Oh my God, you should have seen. I'm so happy you're enjoying this because so many people were like dogging on Oda and stuff. Like they just let you know what the streets were saying, which I think I need to know. I love to know.
I think I just had a realization, but I'll talk about that in a second. First of all, Veritas just said Veritas is he's my resident One Piece expert, and he's crispy culture in the chat, and he just sent me on Discord the Gear 5 thing. I'm looking at it. Oh my God! So I don't know if people can see, but like. That is.
Oh wow.
So.
Oh wow.
Like,
okay.
Jesus.
I was talking about the other one.
Is there another one?
I was talking about the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Can you send the tattoo one? K again. It's gonna take me a while. K, if you're still here. And then let me know so I can open my Discord. Yeah.
And then if Veritas sends me anything, because Veritas has me on Discord, so you can just send it right to me. But what I realized just a second ago is I was like, oh wait, Sammy posts a lot on TikTok. Like a lot of your a lot of your big videos you'll post is like big things on TikTok, right? And I immediately
my first account even got banned.
Oh really?
I lost my first account. Yeah.
Oh damn!
I lost my first account. I'm on my second account now.
I was immediately like, oh, that explains all the hate that you see, because like TikTok, no matter what I post on TikTok, like people will find one little aspect of the TikTok, and everyone will harp on it. Do you want to guess? Like, because I posted a One Piece thing where I think at some point I posted the clip of me reacting to the first time Luffy starts to get the color in his hair and Joy Boy is about to show up, right?
Yeah.
And like I put that up on TikTok, right? And so like a lot of people were like, this is peak, whatever. But there were also a lot of people harping on one specific thing that I did so much. Do you know what the one thing? Do you know that what the one thing is that everyone, not everyone, but like I would say 60% of the comments were talking about for some reason? Can I guess?
Okay,
guess.
You paused and gave your commentary as it's literally your job, but people.
No, but that's a good guess because people would complain about that.
Oh my God! What did you do?
I took a note on my notepad. While I watch videos, I take notes. I take notes.
Wait, when the white thing was happening, the actual transformation.
Well, yeah, I was watching
in the moment.
Yeah, I was watching the entire thing. I think I just wrote down Joy Boy on my thing, but I was still watching the whole time. Like I didn't miss anything. But people and people weren't saying like, you
pissed them off.
People weren't saying like, oh, you missed anything. But people were saying like, what's bro taking notes for? Like what? And some people were saying,
yeah, they like to do that.
Yeah, and some people was like, I think one comment that I got was like, oh, are you taking notes for the meeting or something like that? Like, it's just people always find one thing to harp on, and I don't get annoyed at it on TikTok because on TikTok it's like, for some reason everyone's stupid in there, Like, so I sort of.
Nah, TikTok is wild. TikTok is wild. Okay, like there's many there are many reactors who take notes. Especially there's this group of guys. They always take notes. Their comment sections on TikTok, because it's like a lot of their YouTube comments is their community, but on TikTok, why are they taking notes? But putting that aside,
Yeah.
If that was not your rewind, if that was your absolute first reaction, Gent, you are wilding. you are bugging. The first time Gear 5, you're wild.
Yeah.
Man. You're wild. So I hear them a little bit with that one. But what do you mean for a meeting and yada yada?
I in every single video I do for everything, I'm always taking notes. Because that's because of my discussion sections. I don't want to forget what happens in the episode, and I want to do a proper discussion and not miss anything, right? And so I feel like at this point I'm pretty good at knowing when I'm not gonna miss anything and looking down to take notes when I'm not. Especially with One Piece, it's very easy because they say an important line and then there's 10 seconds of nothing happens. While like you react to the line, because Toei slows down the pace a lot, so that tends to be what happened. They do a reveal or something, and then it's almost like they're holding for applause, like they're letting me take time to write it down. By the way, I have to say, Royal Fun saying Gent taking notes of women, probably. Like I would say probably 50% of my notes are me writing down a woman's name whenever that comes up. And Veritas also said Blind Wave takes notes and it helps the discussions. Only rarely will Aaron miss something. That is Blind Wave is my biggest inspiration in reaction channels. Before I started a reaction channel, I would watch a ton of Blind Wave, and the fact that they took notes was one of my favorite things. So
is it them? Maybe it is Blind Wave, the guys that I mentioned.
Maybe yes. Generally four. Yeah,
they have
4
like
or 5
a proper
guys.
desk.
Yeah,
that's them. It's them.
Yeah, and I love that they take.
What are we taking meeting?
Yeah,
they need it for the discussion as well. It's easier to remember stuff.
Yeah. No, it's anyway. So that's just what I do. Now
TikTok is a wild place.
Moving along. I wanna ask you if this is, especially since we're like actually getting surprisingly close to this in the grand scheme of things, do you personally have a theory on what the One Piece is?
Straight up answer.
Straight
up answer, no. Because I don't want to, like, I'm working on filtering out what I think the One Piece is, but I don't want to say yes and give it like the
like an expectation.
Like my final product of a theory yet. I've mentioned several things, but I would say no as one big theory. Like I mentioned a couple of things where one of them is something that would piss everybody off, that it is really just a joke. That's why they're laughing. After the laugh tail thing, I'm like, okay, I really think it might be a joke or something that is funny, just genuinely funny, an art, a text. But what it is, Oda said it is going to be something of value.
Something tangible.
It won't be just a poem. It won't be a poem saying the power of friendship, or like love, the One Piece is friendship and yada yada, something motivational like that. So something tangible, a treasure or something. But I want to say no.
That's honestly a great answer. I think like me saying, do you have a theory on the One Piece, and you saying no is a great answer, because I think I think that's fine. I think it's fine not to have theories, and also like almost not to look too much into it, because I think there's still so much to go. And there's so many more clues that are to be given, and also at the same time, I mean, maybe it wouldn't even be satisfying if you guessed it. Maybe it would be more satisfying if this comes out.
You nailed it. If I'm gonna be 1000% honest, bro, I don't want to have a theory on that, because there's already so much out there. I talked about this a little bit with another YouTuber, where I don't want to dig that much. To be honest, I want to be surprised. I want to experience it for the first time. There's so much out there where I don't want to stress myself about theorizing. If something pops up naturally, I'll mention it, but I'm not gonna go digging. It won't be my thing. There's already people doing it out there. I'm fine.
I do.
Being an anime only, it helps. But what is your theory?
Well, I think. Okay, so I'll get to that in a second. Before I forget this thing that I'm thinking right now, because this is this is like kind of something that I want to touch on recently, especially because now that I've caught up to One Piece, I've been asking people like, is there anything specific you want to see me react to or do videos on, especially in this like few months break before we get more One Piece stuff. And people have given me suggestions, and thank you so much to everyone who's given me suggestions. Some things that people are saying is like, you should check out these theory videos on like a bunch of different stuff, right? Like YouTubers that do theory videos, and I'm not saying no to it, because I do think, especially some of the more silly theories or whatever, could be really, really fun to do.
Those are fun.
But at the same time, like, part of me always thinks back to like when there were these big event TV shows that I would be following the episode discussions week by week, and by episode 2 of a season, like, obviously someone's figured out the twist of the season, right? It happened with like, I won't spoil it, but it happened with like Mr. Robot. In the show Mr. Robot, there's some big twists in each season, and generally someone had figured it out by episode 2, and they would get upvoted to the top. And so like, no matter what, if you're reading these episode discussions, you see that. And then it's like, well, even though it's just this person's theory, like, it's not a spoiler because they're just theorizing about it, but now I can't get it out of my head, you know?
That's the problem.
Yeah, and it makes it a bit harder to analyze if I feel like other people's opinions and thoughts are in my head.
Exactly. That you nailed it. You nailed it.
Yeah.
That's literally what if I may add something here. I have gotten the information that you also decided to stick to anime only.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that's huge. So I don't know, a lot of people don't understand maybe like there's difference in, you know, thoughts and philosophies and whatever it is, that when you're an anime only, and you pride yourself in your discussions, your first time reaction, there is a sense of it won't be organic, or you will be affected if you have said, you know, theories or anything in your head.
Yeah.
Like, either it will stop you in the moment, and you'll be like, wait, that wasn't my thought. It feels weird. Or it will just not come out naturally. So people think that we're maybe being distant or rude, that not wanting to watch theories and stuff. No, you want to protect yourself from least amount of like theories and so on, because at the end of the day, Gent is a product. His first time reactions, his discussions. Yeah. If Gent comes to you in the discussions and be like, oh, I think the One Piece is yada yada yada, people are gonna be like, okay, but you talked about you watching somebody else having that. By chance, if it happens to be something that matches, then you can confidently say, no, I genuinely thought about this in the moment. But I think it's a dangerous game where you watch theories and then you're always gonna have their thoughts in your mind, especially as an anime only. It doesn't work. I think.
It is very tough. And by the way, I want to say during this stream, like, obviously, because I'm used to doing videos on my own and talking for a long time and doing lots of discussions, so sometimes I'll get going on a subject and then like I just keep going. If you ever like need to jump in, just jump in. You know, like, that's fine. Don't feel bad about interrupting my train of thought or anything, because sometimes I just won't stop talking. But yeah, in terms of One Piece theories, for me, I don't have any theories on what the One Piece is either. And for very similar reasons to you as well, that I kind of try not to think too much about it. I'm sure if you go through my videos at some point, I've maybe said offhandedly like, oh, maybe this is the One Piece or something, but I honestly can't remember the things that I've been talking about. But the fact that whatever it is funny is really interesting to me. Like, the fact that they laughed when they saw what it was is gonna be constantly interesting.
Ass out, like, laugh their ass off, Gent. It wasn't even just a kiki. It was like, you know, when you and the boys just you're almost fainting from the laugh. I'm like, what the
but
fuck
it also
is that funny?
that like that sort of laughter reminds me, like, it makes me feel like when you and your friends have done something for so long, and then the payoff is like actually not that impressive, and you just start.
Oh yeah.
You're just like you're laughing because you're like, this is what we spent so much time on. You know, like it could like, I don't think it'll be necessarily a disappointing thing, but I do think it very well could be like the reason they're laughing is because like it's just like this is what they were fighting for. They're like shocked that this is what they had to go through that much to get to this, whatever this is, you know.
While we're here, can I ask you something? Like, what would you tell people then? Because you mentioned when we were talking about theories and videos about theories and what people have said. Like, what would you tell people that keep on telling you watch these videos of theories, or it's kind of in the same bracket, read the manga. What do you tell them? Like, what is your thoughts around that?
In terms of people telling me to like watch, you know, certain videos over and over again, I don't mind people doing that at all. Like I'm either gonna do it or not, and I get like sometimes people, you know, care about something a lot and they like really want to see my opinions on it, and I totally get that, and I don't get mad at people for that sort of thing at all. And I won't even tell people to stop. Like if you want to say that, go ahead. In terms of like the read the manga thing, I think the thing especially with the One Piece manga, there's a few things that are stopping me from doing it. One, and as you said before, you said like Gent's reaction and Gent's videos are a product, and that's very true. That's like that also is something, you know, like I love doing videos, and I'm doing this as a passion, but at the same time, like it is like I am making a product, and I'm making something that like is valuable, and that and I can't do that in the same way if I'm, you know, if I'm reading ahead. People are coming here to see me see the anime for the first time. I feel like I'm doing those people a disservice if I'm like, well, I'm gonna read ahead, and then I'm gonna watch the anime, you know,
and then your reactions are gonna be different.
They're gonna be very different, and I'm sure, because I'd probably stop watching someone if they started reading ahead in the manga, because I'm like, you're not really going to be as surprised by this stuff, you know?
Yeah, same.
So yeah, that's the sort of things that I think about. But also with the One Piece manga, like One Piece, because I've read stuff that I've already seen in the anime, obviously. Like I've read through certain things of the manga.
Okay.
Like I own some of the volumes of the manga. One of them is here somewhere. I mean, yeah, like under my camera right here, I have the first volume of the manga here, right?
That's cool. Yep.
And I've got one of the Wano ones outside and stuff. But so sometimes I'll flip through stuff that I've already seen and read how it went in the manga. But the thing about it is, I genuinely think with One Piece, especially as it's gone to this this part of the story, there's a lot going on, and also each image, like Oda tends to draw each image with like so many elements on it. Like there's like something really interesting in the background. There's 10 different characters, each of them have a speech bubble, and like they're all doing a different action, and sometimes there's like a movement of like one's punching, but you can only tell that they're punching because you can see like sort of the swish of their arm or whatever. Like Oda tends to put a lot in each panel, and to me, I think I'm gonna miss so much. Like if I'm reading the manga for the first time,
100%.
I'm gonna be missing so much of the shit that's happening, and it's gonna take me
you
so
at
much
least
longer.
have some experience, right? Like you at least have manga reading experience.
Yeah,
right?
I've read lots of other manga. Yeah.
Bro, I've never read like a manga properly, except for what you're saying. Some pages I've wanted to see some pages, but I've never sat down and read a full manga. So. You know, for me, I'm thinking in the future to start One Piece, you know, from scratch with manga. But in the future, like from scratch, all of it, and it will also be introduction to me into the world of manga, yada yada.
Yeah.
So I understand exactly what you mean, but times 10 for me, who actually is not used to reading manga. I feel like people are gonna have, you know, find comedy in even me reading mangas.
Yeah.
what you're saying is true, then yeah, that's a lot of things happening in the pages, and it will just be different. You'll miss some stuff, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I mean, obviously a big part of it, like the animation, the music, the voice acting. Like if I am seeing Nami, but I'm not hearing that voice that I love very, very much, you know, it's a different experience. I react differently to Nami just seeing her on a page than I do hearing that voice actress, either the Japanese or the English one. I love both of them, but just hearing someone's voice that I'm attached to, saying these lines.
Have you heard the Spanish one?
I haven't heard the Spanish one. No, I haven't listened to any other language dubs. Is it bad? Is that what you're implying? It's not great.
We keep it pushing, man. You're a Nami fan, so just check it out later when you got the time.
Specifically Nami?
Spanish, horrendous.
Interesting.
Horrendous.
Interesting.
Oh my god, it's literally an inside joke in my community. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's very interesting. No, I gotta check that out. Honestly, I do wanna. I think at some point you did you do a video that you were like looking at a bunch of different dubs? I think that's a pretty good idea for a video.
Like a Robin moment. Oh, definitely, bro. You should check out. Oh, it's so good. You should check it out.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
I think a better, like a good order or a good video is an iconic scene or an interesting scene in different languages. It will just be a better way to structure your video or your stream. It's so dope. You should definitely do it.
Yeah, I might steal it from you. But anyway, awesome. Good stuff.
No, I stole it from others, so definitely go for it.
Okay, great.
But just make sure you don't have... Give them a disclaimer, bro. If you're going to make jokes, everybody's going to catch those jokes. You can't have sensitive people around you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is my language. Don't say about that. Like, chill.
And and humor is something that that people... like that. It's really hard when English is their second language for them to pick up when you're joking about stuff sometimes. Because I remember, like, one of my biggest videos on either of my channels is my reaction to the movie RRR. You know the Indian movie RRR?
No.
It's an Indian movie that sort of was like, it's a big action movie that was making the rounds several years ago, and it was like winning awards and stuff. And it's a really good movie. And I did reactions to it. It's a very over the top movie. I did reactions to it.
Was it the one where like the horse went under the truck?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think something like that.
Drifting under the...
It's like a 3-hour movie or something. So it's like
Bollywood movies being wild.
But in that video also, I feel like there were the most comments of like people not understanding when I'm just making a joke to lighten the mood. You know, like they would think that I was serious about something. Like there was a bit where like someone, it's like this really sad scene of like someone buying a little girl for 25 cents or something. Like there was a little girl and they like bought this girl, like these white people come in and buy this little girl for 25 cents, right? And I said something along the lines of like, at least give them $1 or something. You know, like I said something along those lines. Yeah. And I had like 1 or 2 comments that were like, do you think a human life is only worth $1? This is someone's... And I was like, no, brother. Obviously the joke is that I'm giving also a ridiculously low number, right? That's the joke that I'm making.
Exactly.
But yeah.
No, but there is like a respectful way of, you know, just roasting people, roasting yourself. Everybody just have a laugh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna ask now I'm sure, do you have the same thing that I'm sure that I do and a lot of other people do, which is a massive hole in your heart now that One Piece that you're caught up after watching like so many episodes? Massive. Okay, wait. Elaborate on that question before like I answer it. Do you mean, you know, watching episodes and then there is no more episodes until we get new episodes? That's what you mean, right? Yeah. Because we were watching. Because I was like, for me, I was watching 8 episodes a week.
Let's talk about it
for years.
Let's talk about it.
And now I'm not watching any.
God. 3 years. Yeah. Let's talk about it. 3 years. Let me get this off my chest. Yeah. Okay. These are not regular. Like, people, or like it's just generally, you are so excited to catch up yourself. I was excited to catch up. You know what I mean? It's something awesome. I want to be a part of the. I really wanted to be a part of the One Piece fandom that's waiting as well.
Yeah.
Oh, something happened to my camera.
Nah, sorry, I clicked on it and it's back. Yep.
Okay, sorry. Let me put that aside for a second, okay? I'll talk about it. A huge hole in my heart. It is filled with a little bit of like gratitude for actually catching up.
Yeah.
But it's like you're like a drug addict. Like, give me more episodes. You're like, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, and then there's no more next episode.
Yeah.
It is a crazy feeling.
Yeah, and,
oh my God.
Veritas said in the
feeling.
chat exactly what I feel as well. Like, that's why we watch reactors. You need them to make up for you catching up. Like, you need to live
100%.
vicariously through these reactors, and like start a new journey. Like, I get it. I make reaction videos because I love reaction videos. I've watched so many in my time, you know. And yeah, absolutely, I'm, you know, I'm kind of, something that's sad is like this stream that we're doing right now is probably going to go long enough that it will go later than the YouTube channel Blind Wave will post their One Piece reaction today. I'm not going to have time to watch their One Piece reaction today because we did this stream. And so I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow to watch that One Piece reaction. Genuinely, genuinely to me, I'm like, oh man, I can't watch that because it's kind of helping fill that hole a little bit, you know? So, so yeah, absolutely.
That's how reactions be feeding people's love for certain shows. No, but it is. Like, I wonder, how did it make you feel when you finally caught up? I have a double question, or whatever, like two sides of a question. First of all, how did it make you feel that you didn't have more episodes as a fan? And then as a content creator that was on the grind, you were making these videos for Patreon and YouTube.
Yeah.
How did it make you feel that you didn't have that many episodes? Or did you catch up when 1155 was done, or did you catch up to the the week to week wait?
My reaction to 1155 was posted on YouTube today. Like,
not today.
Yeah, today.
It was like a couple of days ago.
It was
right?
No, it was posted
today?
4 hours ago, or 5 hours ago.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought okay, maybe I saw the different video.
Well,
what was when was the video that was before this one?
The Bonnie speech was the one before this one. But like, well, the thing is, it was posted for members a week ago, and then obviously on Patreon. There we go. Obviously on Patreon, that was like a month ago or whatever. But
okay, it's the members one that I saw a week ago, like my community, and during the stream. But
this is why I scheduled the stream for today, because I wanted to catch up, and then immediately we do a party after I've caught up. You know.
Smart. But yeah, so my question for you is, how did you feel like as a fan and then as a content creator?
That's a great question, and a question that, like, obviously it comes from another content creator, like, you know the vibe, but yeah, like, as a fan, simultaneously, as you said, like, that you get this sort of pride from catching up, and it feels so good to finally be like a part of the major thing, right? And then also, like, the freedom of, like, oh my god, I can look at One Piece TCG cards, I can play more One Piece video games, I can, like, click on some Reddit posts about One Piece edits. Yeah, you can
One Piece anime edit.
Yeah,
because they be cooking. Some talented editors. You just want to watch edits.
So yeah, as a fan, I would say it was 70% huge excitement, 30% sadness because there wasn't any more for now. As a content creator, you are absolutely right. That's a very difficult thing, because obviously, like, I have an entire channel called Jent Watches One Piece that we're on right now. Like, I have a channel based around this, and I was posting 2 videos a week on it or whatever. And I did say to people a lot in the final video and leading up to it and stuff, like, I understand that people, after I've caught up, may not watch my content for a while. Like, I get it. Like, it's sad. I want you to keep watching my content. I want you to watch every video I put out. But I understand that like the thing you were here for is not over because there's going to be more episodes, but it is slowed down significantly.
It's slowed down. It's on hold-ish.
And so like that is definitely very hard. I'm trying really hard to also go like, if you want to, you know, go watch other YouTube channels and stuff, like go ahead, go do that. But for the people that stay here and like want to keep taking in whatever content I have to give, I'm gonna try to still give them stuff. You know, like I've been doing some reactions to other One Piece related stuff and things adjacent that hopefully One Piece fans,
a lot of things.
Hopefully One Piece fans will still enjoy the stuff that's coming up.
100%. And this is one of them. Like you might not have had the enough time to collaborate with others. Maybe you were busy, you know, you had to edit, you had a schedule. So finally you have less episodes to edit, which means collaboration with Sammy, with somebody else, streams from those streams, videos, segments, shorts, you know what I mean? So that you finally have time to pull the trigger on these things as well. So
absolutely,
pros and cons to it.
No, absolutely. It's a tough thing. I mean, being a content creator in general is very tough because you're trying to constantly keep people's attention in a world where people's attention wanes so quickly. And I never blame audiences for their attention waning because my attention wanes. Like I know that while I'm looking at content creators, I move on so quickly. Yeah. So.
100%. You can just do your best with providing like the best content. That's all you can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you like One Piece for me at least was like a bucket list thing. Like one day I want to catch up on One Piece.
Huge.
It's a huge thing, right? Have you now gone, all right, that one's done, I'm moving on to something else? Like obviously not moving on, like you're not stopping One Piece, but like now you have so much more time. Like, is there something else big you want to tackle?
No, there's been big things that I've already tackled since, or like started tackling, already tackled. For example, already caught up. Like I'm an official, you know, caught up fan of the big three. Insert me in the background.
Yeah.
So I caught up with Bleach just a couple of weeks ago. So proud of that. So now I am a fan of all three in different ways. So I tackled that big thing. Bleach was huge, especially TYBW. But when it comes to like the next big thing, if I'm gonna be totally honest, I'm not glazing One Piece. I'm not, just capping. There is nothing bigger, it feels like. Oh my god. Just okay. Objectively, volume wise, there's nothing bigger. Just volume. And then impact. Like this story organically impacted my life. Like it gave me the confidence to, after getting laid off, to say, okay, I'm gonna take this content creation, mainly being One Piece, seriously. Stuff happens in my life. I stop editing for any other anime except One Piece. I've been proudly consistent every week, every upload for 3 years, except for 1 week. 1 week. I'm like so proud. So it had consumed my life in a way where even when I caught up, I knew that I was gonna do so much content around it.
Yeah.
And then when it's finally time for the new season to drop, I'm gonna be proudly back on my anime reactions, which, like you said earlier, is a product. People have built this platform with the anime reactions being as spoiler free as possible and so on. So people they're gonna know nothing changed, that the show is back and Sammy's genuine reactions are back.
Yeah.
So it's just more time to focus on other animes, which 100% I've done many shows in between. And even now, like for example, recently I saw the Arcane, absolute peak. It's
amazing.
Not anime, but it's a show.
Arcane's incredible.
Have you watched it?
Yeah. I did. I watched season 1 when it came out, and then when season 2 was coming out, I did reactions to season 2. But yeah, incredible.
Yeah, amazing. So yeah, I've had more time. Finally, more time to do these things, and I started my One Piece podcast. Guys, check it out. hopefully Gent will be a guest on my
Oh,
One Piece
absolutely. Yeah.
podcast. In the
Feel
future.
free to invite me. I'd
Yeah,
love to.
100%.
Sounds great.
So yeah.
Um,
But yeah, so just pulling the trigger on all these things and all these other animes
Yeah.
since catching up.
No, yeah, sounds great.
What about you? Like, have you had enough time? You just dropped it today. You said on YouTube, but
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
I'll answer that in a second. Can you try to like stop your camera and then start it again? I think there's just a little bit of like lip desync. That if it, it's not a big deal if it doesn't fix it up, then.
Are we back?
I
feel like the quality is a bit.
Yeah, it'll slowly go up. I think that might have helped. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better. I think it's better. So anyway, yes, because I like doing a lot of big stuff, and yeah, since One Piece is finished, I actually over the past week started Naruto for the first time. I've never actually seen Naruto.
Whoa!
So
that's huge.
Yeah. It'll be like two or 3 weeks until it starts going up on YouTube. But on my Patreon account, I've got 4 episodes of Naruto out there, and so, like, yeah, it's one of those. It's another like bucket list thing that like Naruto is this big show that I'd never properly watched or anything. And now that I had so much time in my schedule, I was like, this might be a good time to finally check it out. So yeah, that's gonna be happening.
With as like, spoiler free as I can. Me, I tried my best.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a blast. That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna have a blast, man.
I'm sure I will.
And I already know you won't, jump Naruto and just start Shippuden. I know you. You love discussions and stuff.
Yeah.
It will all be worth it. It will be like, enjoy it, man.
Great.
Enjoy it.
No, I'm already having like, honestly, like first 4 episodes, I'm already having a ton of fun just because I get that giddy feeling of like, oh, this is the start of an adventure. Like this is something huge, and I'm like right at the start of it. And so
well, yeah, I want to get your thoughts on one of the chats, if that's possible.
Yeah, go for it.
Just quickly, you don't have to your thoughts on Lance 2056. Can you read that and let me know what you think? The anime only or passive?
Anime only are very passive. No theories, no agenda piece, no battle in Twitter, no involvement in discussion, nothing. Just watch and leave. Manga is more fun and all part. I get that. Like I think the sentiment there is that like manga fans are very, very active and like sort of creating the community space, and then anime fans are just sort of like taking it in, right? I think that's kind of what you're getting at. But I think in a way that's true, but I don't think that's a bad thing, and I also don't think that is like, I think that's not taking into account the sort of necessity of that, which is that in like manga people inherently have more knowledge on the source material. They have read more than we have seen, and because of that, it's kind of hard on the internet to discuss things about the anime because someone who replies probably has more information. They have probably read ahead,
exactly.
Right? Which is why I love doing these streams with you, because generally we have pretty much the same knowledge about something, And so like I don't have to be worried that you're going to tell me a manga spoiler, or even not that you're going to tell me a manga spoiler, but that your opinion of a character or an arc or whatever is affected by something that's going to happen that hasn't happened yet,
100%.
Yeah. So
look, can I give you a simple example of what you're talking about? Like, let's just say you're saying, oh yeah, Nami is blah blah blah, and then I just do this. I don't even say anything. I just do this. I just hit you with one of these.
Yeah.
That's a simple example. It is so not fun. It's like, what do you mean by that? Why would you do that? Yada yada. It's like condescending or whatever. It's
I
like,
get it.
Whatever,
yes, that's
like a
perfect example, because that's like, especially if there's ever a character in a piece of media that betrays everyone else, right? If there's ever a character that does that, like people will, when they're rewatching it, you know, they still have that hatred in their heart, and so they think.
Yeah.
They think like everything that they do then annoys them in the earlier episodes because they know in the back of their minds that that person's going to betray them eventually, right?
I call it future knowledge. I've said it many times in my videos. Yo, you're speaking with future knowledge. People legit got pissed at me for, you know, being angry at Bonnie for hitting Luffy when we reach Egghead. I'm like, okay, I know she's a kid and stuff, but you're definitely, I don't know what happens in the future. Maybe we will end up, you know, liking Bonnie, but you're speaking with future knowledge. She just hit my captain. I don't know you. I don't give a F. I don't care about her. I just met her like yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
And then people are like, no, she's actually sweet. I'm like, you're talking with future knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah, for sure. Because people will always, and the thing is, I think a lot of times people don't realize they're doing it because when they're watching,
they don't.
When they're watching scenes with that hindsight, they're thinking, well, it feels very obvious now. Now that I know that it's happening, it feels like the show is saying
that's what it feels
that she's sweet deep down, you know. And because the show was doing that, but they were hiding it. We weren't supposed to. Yeah. Like here's another example. Is I had, and this was post time skip, so we haven't talked about this. I at some point in Punk Hazard. Do you remember in Punk Hazard when Smiley is defeated? And after Smiley is defeated, after Smiley's defeated, one of the apples in a bag nearby turns into a devil fruit, right?
Yep.
So in that moment, I remember watching it and being like, "That's weird. What the hell was that?" Right? Because at that point in the anime, they had never said that devil fruits respawn. They hadn't revealed that information yet.
Oh, true.
Like, and so to me, I thought devil fruits.
Oh, I get where you're going now.
I thought either that devil fruits like grew on an island somewhere, you know, like far away, or that like I don't know that there was one devil fruit. I maybe this was my thought, maybe not, but there was one devil fruit
to other devil fruits.
Well, and if it goes away, it's gone. That's kind of what I thought, you know, like. Maybe. I don't remember if at this point in the show we'd seen multiple people who'd had the same.
No, we have not.
Fruit.
I can confidently say we have not. It's Dressrosa first meeting. I don't know if it was, you know, Jesus Badges or whoever it was. The first time we get to know that it spawns again was Dressrosa when they were explaining the game of the Colosseum, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
So
go ahead.
Because then I got comments. And like, luckily, I was ahead on Patreon. So by that time, I got to the bit in Dressrosa where they explain how devil fruits work, right? But I was getting comments of people who didn't know that I was up to that point yet, of people telling me what happened in that moment, that the devil fruit respawned because someone had died with that devil fruit or whatever. And I generally don't reply to those sorts of comments, but I replied to the comments saying, like, just so you know, like, I know you didn't mean it, but that's a spoiler. That hasn't been explicitly said in the show yet. And people were like, well, when I was watching it seemed obvious to me, right? And like, maybe it did. Like I can absolutely see you going like, oh, this is probably what happened here. But I think until the anime explicitly shows something, you should let the reactor, especially if you know that there's a scene upcoming where they're going to explain it, you know, like they're like knowing that before in Dressrosa they're going to do a full exposition saying how devil fruits work. Until then, you can just you know, you can be patient.
You can be patient. Forget even reactor, because the reactor is a person, a fan that's watching it for the first time. It's just not fair. I'm like, would you do that to your friend? You know, it's like, just let them experience it for the first time. So I definitely agree. And that is one of the tricky things for a person that just is doing reactions as a reactor. And I knew I was going to have fun talking to you about this because you can relate. I can just talk about it freely. It is the inception, because you are a little bit ahead in Patreon, but YouTube is coming out now. But still, it's a spoiler. That person is spoiling, but they didn't mean it in a bad way. I was like, oh damn! It's like you have to think about so many things.
Yeah.
Is it? I remember Sammy. Sorry, I was just reading the chat for a second. What are you saying? What up, Celine? Shout out K.
Hey!
Sammy, you should have seen the comments on YouTube when Kanjiro first appeared in Dressrosa. Yeah, I don't think I read those comments, or my mods were deleting them because I could only imagine them saying, "Oh, he's a traitor, he's a traitor,"
Yeah.
and you were just trying to experience him for the first time.
Yeah, or even
You know
like
what I-
not even saying that he's a traitor, but even just being like, oh, I can't stand Kanjuro. Like obviously they're saying that, like knowing that he betrays people, they're probably influenced by knowing that he betrays them later. But yeah, anyway, so moving us forward, man. Every single topic we cover, we could probably talk about for 5 hours.
For ages.
But
My bad.
no. I think I've probably been doing the lion's share of the talking anyway. But Elbaf. So we're moving into Elbaf. What are your sort of expectations, and like what are you looking forward to and all of that with Elbaf? Yeah.
Bro, I am like, I've put my bias aside for a bit because my boy hasn't been able to shine that much. Yada yada yada. By the way, since last time we spoke, Sanji is my favorite character. I think it was number 3 or 2 last time I spoke to you. Yep. So a quick update: Sanji number 1, Usopp number 2, Luffy number 3. But technically, he is literally my favorite MC of all anime. Even if I grew up with Naruto, he has taken that spot. So Luffy shouldn't be in that list. But One Piece, Sanji, Usopp, Luffy. So putting that aside, it is time for the bias love that I have for Usopp to come back. Elbaf, that is my boy's arc. If Oda does not give me Usopp Deluxe, Usopp on steroids, I'm gonna be pissed.
That you'd think out of every arc, like this has been the one Usopp has been the most excited for Elbaf from day one. The second he saw Dory and Broggy, he was like, these guys are my ride or die. Like I absolutely
100%. And Luffy's right there with him, like this, arm on shoulders. Hey.
Yeah.
Like that kind of vibe. So it's for both, but Usopp, it's time for him to. I don't even care if Oda makes it ridiculous. If Usopp turns out to be like he becomes Superman at the end of Elbaf, I'm happy. It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm just being hyperbolic.
I think Usopp's in a tricky place because like I don't think I've ever had any problem with anything Usopp related, majorly. I think for the most part I'm quite happy with the way it's done. But I do think his character is so heavily criticized in every arc, and it's like people are hyper focused on like because he's a character that sort of necessitates having a lot of losses because his wins then feel really good because it's like, oh, Usopp did that,
amazing.
But for some people they don't, they feel like he's regressing constantly, right? That he moves forward and then his character's pulled back. I'm sort of two minds of it. I get it, and I kind of agree, but I kind of don't. That would take ages to explain. But the point is, I hope for huge Usopp moments, even if not for my own sake, but to hopefully have those sorts of fans have something. For them to hopefully have something better to latch onto and be able to enjoy his character more,
100%. It would really help the Usopp discussion, man, because like I'm in a little bit in a tricky situation where Usopp is for the longest has been my favorite character until Horekeiki Airando, where Sanji took over, but I do agree with, I'm gonna call them haters now for a bit, where I do agree post time skip, it was, I think, especially in Wano or something, it was over. There were periods where it was too much. You shouldn't be this scared on a certain moment. Right. I think it was Onigashima where I'm like, post time skip, we gotta have a little bit more confidence. It's like if we have 10 moments of fear or flaws and him just like crying and stuff, it should go down to 4. But it was still on like 7.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Can I slightly counter that though? Like
go ahead. Of course.
I think in my mind, like as viewers, we're sort of seeing it in terms of like how much does Usopp get scared, and why is he not getting less scared as it goes on. But to me, like in each arc, the danger level is jumping way more.
100%.
You know, like
100%.
we're going from like Doflamingo to Kaido and Big Mom at the same time.
Yonko, Big Mom.
And then after
true.
that, we go to all 5 elders at once and an admiral.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, it's such a huge jump that to me, like, if I was Usopp, I'd be like, okay, I can handle warlords now. I'm not as scared of warlords. But are you kidding me? 5 elders and an admiral at once? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
you know,
that's wild.
So like to me, I think it makes sense. Like he's constantly.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
He is constantly adjusting and getting braver, but we're doing crazy shit. You know.
100%, 100%. I think my comments are more on the, you know, Ulti and her brother level. I don't mean big moments, but
okay,
fair point. I'm talking about, you know, the Ulti and stuff. I'm like,
that makes sense.
Gotta have a little bit, even if it's, you know, he has a lot of fake it till you make it moments. I need to see more of those. You remember Alabasta, where he had to muster up, like he had to, you know, be confident the moment he had enough with her talking about Luffy, and he's like, yo, don't talk about my boy. Yeah. Like he should reach to that point a bit quicker, you know? Maybe it's not that you lose fear, because I feel like that is true, like that is a part of his essence.
Absolutely.
Part of his
That's who he is.
Being. Just being a human, and he's gonna be scared and so on. Nami can say that I'm a navigator and I have purpose. That is very important for Luffy reaching the One Piece. So we gotta protect her, and she can confidently be scared. Usopp can also be confidently scared, but he has to show more courage because he doesn't have that obvious with a purpose, whatever.
Yeah,
his
drive is to become brave. So
exactly.
Yeah,
and he can't say like, yo, protect me at any cost, because without me you can't. Like he can say, oh, you can't fix the ship, and then Frankie's gonna be like, what is this guy talking about? He can't say any of those. Oh, cook, and then like, you know what I'm saying? If Sanji's helpless, if Nami's helpless, we have to just, I'm talking about like now selfishly, we have to take care of them because they have actual functions in the crew where they can be like, oh, you need me here. But Usopp, his thing is bravery. Yeah. So he has to be more brave, and that is what I want from Elbaf.
That's what
I want from Elbaf.
I think that makes a lot of sense. I think like one of my favorite Usopp moments is, and something that like I kind of want Oda to do a little bit more with Usopp, even if, you know, he may not want to overuse this, but in Thriller Bark, when Usopp is fighting Perina, and he has that moment where he's like, oh shit, everything's fucked, like I don't know what to do, like I'm you know, I'm about to lose, I'm about to die, and then he's like, but what would Soge King do, right? And like, you know, in his mind, when he's Soge King,
best friend,
he goes into a different mode, and he's like, he doesn't let that fear show. I don't think we've seen him with the Soge King mask on have many moments of like, oh no, you know,
when he's in Soge King mode, because he's inspired by his best friend that he called when he was in need. In Water 7. Like, he can tap into that. Like, there's nobody in anime that can be Soge King and then Buggy, of course. Like, those people are just out of this world.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
The best characters in anime. I really think Buggy's gonna find One Piece before everybody else, but that's the point. Anyways, so Soge King, but Usopp is like a peasant when it comes to Soge King, but he can find inspiration from Soge King, which he can lock in.
I love the idea of him looking up to this idealized version of himself and tapping into that and not going like
separate entity.
Yeah, and not going like, what should I do here, but rather like, what is the best version of me? What would he do? And then like doing that. And I think that's that's such a fun thing for his character that I want to see them tap into that more. Where he keeps going like, what is Soge King gonna do in this moment, and then eventually, hopefully, Usopp and Soge King, there's gonna be no difference. Eventually, he is gonna be that, you know.
That's that dream. That's the goal. 100%.
Yeah.
But what do you want from? First of all, what have you seen, if anything, about Elbaf, and then what do you wish for? Because I haven't watched anything except for a picture of Luffy's outfit. Otherwise,
yeah,
I want to be surprised.
I've
But what have you
seen,
seen, or what do you
I've
think?
seen Luffy's outfit because it was on the anime visual that they posted.
Yeah.
I think I've seen. I don't think I've seen really anything. I really try to keep away from it because I'm really excited for Elbaf. I really try to keep away from it. I think I've seen maybe one character. I don't know anything about this character. I think I've seen the design of one character that we haven't met yet. And that's just like from like random fan art I've been scrolling by or whatever. But other than that, I
What do
don't
you want
think.
to see, or what do you think?
I mean,
Yeah. What do you want to see? What do you think is gonna happen, or what do you wish for?
I don't know,
No,
but
but-
like to me, like Egghead is one of my favorite arcs now. I
Can I ask? Have you already mentioned? Maybe you don't want to say if you're gonna make a video your top 3 arcs.
I might not. I'm not sure yet. But I'll just say it now, and then maybe I can make a video on it later.
Yeah.
But you know, this will
Yeah,
be
you can make a tier list. Yeah.
this will be a preview. But I think my top 3 arcs are probably Water 7 is top. To me.
Wow. All of it. Pre Enies lobby, post Enies lobby.
Yeah.
In one basket.
The whole saga.
Okay.
I think
Ooh, I like that.
Water 7 to me is just like it's when One Piece like felt like it was a masterpiece to me. Like I started going, oh, like not only is this like really fun, but like he can write. Like this man can really write, you know? Like the way all of these problems were happening at the same time, and he was developing so many storylines at the same time. The Usopp stuff, with the Robin stuff, with all the CP9 stuff, with the ship, like the Mary stuff.
Going
and
Mary,
like
yep.
all of this stuff happening. And they were also developing Frankie both as a villain and then as an ally, all at the same time. You know?
Yeah.
And that was so much stuff to happen that I think like to me Water 7 is top. I think it's maybe it's recency bias, but I think Egghead's next. I think Egghead is number 2 for me.
Ooh.
Egghead,
Yeah, your tier list is gonna be fun. You gotta cook up that video. Ooh, this is dope.
Egghead to me, it just hits so many things I love. I actually really like technology and stuff like this, right? And so I like the future technology. I loved every design of every new character in Egghead, like all the Vegapunks, everything. I loved all of that a lot.
Yeah.
I loved the colors of Egghead. I loved the ramping of
Amazing, beautiful.
Yeah, I loved the ramping of stakes constantly. I loved the episodes where they're jumping to other parts of the world and we're getting to watch Shanks and Kid. We're getting to watch Garp and Kobe going against Blackbeard's people. Like we're getting to watch all these incredible sequences. You know, these huge reveals with Emu and the Nefertari family and all of that stuff, right? We're jumping to all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then we come back to the Straw Hats and it's like, all right, we were doing this, you know? Like there's so much going on there
Exactly.
that I think is incredible.
Sorry, Jacob
Go for
Cortez just mentioned the most important character in Egghead.
Wait, where was it? Oh, Doll. Oh my God, dude. Every time that woman is on screen, like at that point, I'm not looking down to take notes while she's on screen, you know? Like my eyes are locked onto the screen.
Locked in.
I love that woman. I love that woman so much.
I was in awe. I can't imagine what you were thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Can we say Nami has competition or not at that level yet?
Let's not go crazy yet. Like I think my top 2 characters in One Piece are Nami and Vivi. And
Oh, that's a dope VV1.
It
Let me
is,
see.
and this
Whoa,
was
that's a
given
dope
to
one.
me by Veritas in my chat. So thank you so much for Veritas.
Shout out your community. That's dope.
Yeah, it's
Okay, forget that. Sorry. So let's put that aside. Bro is passionate.
but like Doll, just as a design, I love her design so much. If she becomes like a huge part of the show, I don't think she will, but if she becomes a huge part of the show, maybe she'll be competition at that point. But she'd have to have a lot of stuff happening. I was hang on, what was I
Elba.
I have a third.
Elba.
I have to do a third. My third.
Oh yeah, third arc. Yeah, third arc.
Oh god.
Water 7, Egghead. Number 3 is
God. Maybe.
Can I guess?
Oh, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna guess Dressrosa for you.
And
you can be honest if I'm super off.
I don't think you're super off. I think unfortunately, and I hate that this is the case, but I think unfortunately the pacing of the middle of Dressrosa maybe brought it down on my list a little bit. Like whenever I think about like pacing in One Piece, I always think about the episode where the entire episode is Pika walking across the city. You know, like Pika in his giant stone form, and he's just walking across, and the whole episode is like showing buildings flying up and people looking up, going and it's like the whole episode is that, right?
The whole episode is that.
So I can't help but think of that.
Nah,
but like
what
I think
it's
it's
your third?
I think it's really short, but I think the Chabon de Archipelago, the first time they were at the Chabon de Archipelago.
That's a good choice.
I think there's like
the fact that you didn't consider Wano for any of them is scary.
I think Wano's up there.
Oh.
I think Wano might
not
be
in your
4.
top 3.
Wano might be 4.
Wow. Okay. But that's for me. I think I'm not gonna lie to you. Your list is very intriguing. Really, really dope. Like, I do not want to say this like a million times, but you gotta cook up that arc list immediately. It's gonna be dope as hell. That's amazing.
So I think my thing is like I think you'll find pretty consistently that like the things that are going to stand out to me the most is like really strong character choices, really, really big character moments, right? And so the character, like the reason those arcs stick out to me so much is Water 7, the Usopp and the Robin character moments are some of the best in the series. And then when I think about Egghead, I mean, there's so many, but the Bonnie character moments in Egghead and the Kuma, like learning about Kuma's character is so incredible to me. And then when I think about the Archipelago, I think the Luffy character moments are so amazing, and you know, seeing Luffy, you know, get so angry at the Celestial Dragons, and then seeing Luffy be so despaired at losing his crew, like feeling like his dream is over and everyone's dead and everyone's gone, like that whole idea.
Devastated.
And I love those character moments, so that's why those really hit for me, rather than like even if I get more hype at other arcs, I still when the hype dies down, I think about those character moments, you know.
I 100% agree, and for me, I would say it's the same, because Wano became my top 1 before we reached Onigashima. I'm dead serious. We haven't even touched Onigashima, and Wano became my number 1. I genuinely feel the character development arc of Odin and Odin as a character can compete with some people's animes. Absolutely. Just that, from the beginning of him being delinquent, like eating food out of a freaking, was it, funeral or something, to the end of, you know, him being boiled. That part right there itself can just compete with stories, I think, out there. Did the line mediums? Did the line of like it isn't Odin if it's not boiled or whatever? Odin if it's not boiled. Did almost that fell out of my chair? Yeah, did that hit you as hard as it hit me? Where I was like, oh my god, the entire time they were telling us what was going to happen to him. Foreshadowing. almost opened my window and jumped out of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how hard it hit me.
I
Oh
love
my
that.
god, I made a freaking video essay about it. That's
Oh.
how much it hit me. I made like there's 2 moments that have forced me to take time out of my schedule, which you edit all the things yourself. Your schedule is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, F everything, I'm gonna make a video essay about this. It's Sanji, Luffy, Horikeiki Airando. Just that moment between them, and then Odin and his retainers. I lost my damn mind. So impactful.
Incredible.
Yeah. You were gonna talk about Elbaf. You were gonna say last thing, what you wish you want.
Yeah. Well, it's really hard. I think I want to continue, and I think they are going to, but I think I want to continue this, like, this feeling that the show has been building of, like, even though we're in Elbaf, there's still so much other shit going on. Like, the rest of the world is moving. I love this. I love that currently the world is constantly moving. We're not even doing as many, like, what they call, like, the lore piece episodes, where it's, like, in between arcs that they jump around the world or whatever. They're not even doing them as many anymore because they don't need to, because they're doing it during the arcs. Like, now they're, like, showing us so much during the arcs what the heck is happening. And I'm really looking forward to that.
And I feel like they're very connected.
Yeah, and so...
Like, I feel like the whole world is more connected than they were before.
Yeah, and I just...
The Vegapunk videos.
So I'm just excited to, like... I'm just excited to see, especially, like, Elbaf has been built up for this long. I feel like, in my mind, like, since he's been building up since Little Garden, Oda has been thinking about this island for a long time, you know? And
long time,
I want to see, like, what was he so excited about doing that he decided to build it up this long? You know, like, because he could have done Elbaf so much earlier if he wanted. But he specifically was like,
he could have done it after Little Garden.
Yeah, he could have, yeah, genuine. Like, maybe after Alabasta, instead of Skypiea, like, they come across Elbaf or whatever. He could have, but, like,
100%.
I think he genuinely was like, I have a lot of ideas for this, and I need to build up the story so that Elbaf works. Whatever it is, I need it to really, really work and hit hard. And so we spent hundreds and hundreds of episodes building that up, and I want to see what literally it's almost 1,000 episodes since it was first mentioned, so it is 1,000 episodes. It's over 1,000.
Are you excited to see? It is over 1,000. Are you excited to see Jaguar D Sol?
Yes, I am. Yes. Oh, I forgot that he's still alive. Yeah.
So excited to see him, bro.
I'm very excited.
I'm more excited than Robin. You know what that says? I'm more excited than her.
Do you think it's possible we get another, like, a proper adult Robin Dedeshi?
Bro, I mentioned that. It's crazy that you said that. I mentioned that. I need an adult Dedeshi. I think that will make both of our hearts super, like, satisfied and just happy. We need an adult Dedeshi.
I want to hear that voice actress do it.
Can we say this? Me too. Okay, can we say this? Guys, we'll say this now, okay? Both our communities. We will... Google just started talking. Sorry. I'll say this now so that maybe we both make a video out of it. Yeah, maybe a short, okay? The moment we get their reunion, if Robin says, you know, like, they meet, but he doesn't see her until he just hears Dedeshi in the background.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bro, we gotta make, like, a joint reaction. I'm losing. I am losing it.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
We need that to it.
Speaking of, it's probably over a year ago at this point, but do you remember when I posted a short that had a clip from your video in it, where
I think I do.
Yeah, it was a scene where Aphalandra was, like, serving soup to a bunch of people as they were coming down or whatever, and you said in your reaction, like, this would be Gent's dream, and then it cuts to my reaction video.
Island, right?
Yeah, it cuts to my reaction video, and then I see it happen, and I'm like, oh, this is a dream scenario. Like, you clocked exactly what I would say at that time.
Immediately. I feel like I've done a couple of those. If I can if I can just remember or find them. Not only also you, but another YouTuber. I'm like, yeah, he would lose his mind here.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
fun.
Sorry, go ahead.
So do you think, like, you know, obviously we you know, started watching this show and then we had 1,000 episodes to watch and we did all this binging or whatever. Do you, now that you've seen all of this, do you wish that you were watching as it came out, or are you glad that you got to binge all of this?
Wow, that's an amazing question. Wow. Oh. Okay, so like I say both, but if I'm gonna give them percentages, I would say 70% I'm happy I watched it the way I watched it. 30% the other way.
Yeah.
The main feeling is I'm happy I watched it how I watched it because of everything that the anime, the story has given me. I feel like it wouldn't hit me the way that it did when it comes to my community, the discussions, the friends that you make along the way, and the other YouTubers and so on. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I've agreed with certain. You mentioned pacing issues earlier. I've agreed with the fandom on certain moments.
Yeah.
Like I was like, if I was watching Dressrosa when it was dropping, I'd understand the frustration.
Yeah.
I really understand the frustration.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So,
I think so as well.
Katakuri versus Luffy. That was the first time, even as a person who could just go to the next episode, bro, I was saying, finally the fight is over. I'm happy with Sune come out and everything, but holy, it felt like there was no finality with this fight. What is going on?
Right, yeah.
It's like snippets, and then we go back to, snippets. It's like, finish it.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So,
I think
I'm way more happy that I watched it the way I watched it.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it would have been kind of torturous doing it, but I think like you touched on this a little bit, and I think you almost said exactly something that I was feeling, which is that, like, I think I watched it at the perfect time because I was, like, emotionally and intellectually and, like, spiritually in the best place in my life to take those themes on and to, like, really appreciate them properly. I think it's very possible if I started even, like, a couple years earlier, like, there's some things that wouldn't hit for me, or that, like, that I wouldn't be so
100%.
that I wouldn't be so invested in. And like, in this time I've become more comfortable with figuring out certain things, and I've gotten better at analyzing media a little bit and figuring out themes and stuff, and so that I could actually properly take it in instead of just, like, looking at the fights of the show or just anything like that. So I probably wouldn't have it any other way. I think I am really glad at the position that I did it, and I also am glad that I didn't do it any later. I think, like, also...
Oh my god, that is a good point.
Yeah, I think also it's one of those things where, like, as I was catching up, it was like things were releasing in the perfect time for me to see them. Like,
insane.
Like,
me too.
The live action was releasing in such a way that I was mostly not getting spoiled on anything, right? The One Piece fan letter came out, like, at basically the perfect time for me to watch it, where it's like I had only sort of recently gotten past the time skip, and then fan letter came out, and it's like I'm allowed to watch this now spoiler free, like, as soon as it comes out, you know? And so, like, stuff like that, where it's like I feel like the world was constantly rewarding me for being at certain points in One Piece, you know?
100%. And the choices for, like, certain directors, or, like, you know, using, like, the music, it just felt, I don't know, One Piece throughout the 25 years was becoming more, I don't know what to call it, but it was finding people like Vincent at Wano when Wano wasn't that far from you, and it's like you can discuss animators that are French, and I follow him on Instagram now, the director of Kid and Law. You remember that final episode?
Uh-huh.
I was so amazed by the directorial choices that I had to Google.
Yeah.
Because it was so unique. And it was the American dude, Thurlaw, something Thurlaw. I follow him on Instagram, but you should check him out. So distinctive. And I think he did Shanks and Kid again, where he starts off by, you know, giving you the future. If you remember, he was laying on the ground and you hear Law in the background, do it now, do it now.
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, he wakes up.
Yeah.
That was him. And then you go back to the present. Yeah, Henry Thurlow. There we go. And then you go back to the present and it's like, boom, 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 boom. And this is how we make it to where we were in the beginning of the episode. It was so beautifully done. And it was the same thing with Shanks and Kid, where he was already dead or like hallucinating after the hit. Yeah. And then the episode starts. And then you go back to it. I feel like these things were happening around the time where we were catching up. And I'm like, you were getting rewarded. I can't describe the episodes, the final episodes, when I was catching up. 11:53, 11:54. I got to experience them when the episodes were dropping.
Yep.
Like waited. Yeah, I waited. I think I caught up in 50. And then I had 5 episodes of waiting with everybody else. It was some of the most fun weeks of my life. It was amazing. And it was just perfect timing. I can't describe it.
That's amazing. And speaking about directors, I mean, I'll keep this short because I do not shut up about this subject. But yeah, like in these episodes, like in these past post time skip episodes, when they have brought Megami Ishitani on board, who has just directed, like, she is now my favorite animation director of all time by far, by a country mile. Like, her, just something about the way that she directs episodes hits me to my core every time, whether I know that it's her doing it or not. Good. Right? Like, some of the episodes, like, I knew ahead of time. Like, I knew episode 1071 or whatever was going to be directed by her. I knew 1015 or whatever was going to be directed by her. Like, I knew those ahead of time, right? And so, like, I was ready for something that I really loved. But she also does, like, outside of the One Piece community, she did the opening for Witch Watch, the TV show Witch Watch, and I don't know and that. the opening for Witch Watch, like, I didn't know it was her at the time, but I was like, this OP is incredible. Holy shit.
You're like, this tastes something as delicious as something else.
Yeah. I was like, this is hitting on every cylinder. And then I found out it was Megami Ishitani, and then recently, and this video is currently only up for members. It's not yet on my YouTube channel for the public yet, but in a week it will be. I did a reaction to all the One Piece Film Red music videos, and so, like, I was watching them and I was loving the music videos or whatever. And then I get up to the Where the Wind Blows music video, and I'm watching it. And I'm like, this feels different. And I was watching it, and, like, by the halfway point, I was crying, and I was crying all the way to the end from there, right? Like, I was just like, tears down my face. I was like, holy shit, this, and I was like, this, like, is hitting me in the same way that, like, a Megami Ishitani thing would hit me. That's how good it is, or whatever. And then the credits popped up and it said director Megami Ishitani, and I was like, I just, like, there's nothing that hits me like her stuff does. And, like, I just felt it as I was watching it. I was like, this just hits me to my core.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
And I'm just so thankful to One Piece for, like, exposing me to that, you know? Because I never would have known otherwise.
They do that a lot. They've done that several times.
Yeah.
With different people.
Yeah, like, I mean, you mentioned Vincent, and I know
Vincent was a freelancer.
Yeah,
like,
and I know Nithil KS in the chat is probably very excited for you to say that, because every single time there's a Vincent cut, he comments on my video going like, by the way, that one was a Vincent cut.
Oh my god, yeah. I have people like that in my community too. They love Vincent.
Yeah,
Immediately.
he's
Oh, by the way,
amazing.
at this moment right here, I'm like, I love seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Oh my god, we gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
So
Let's go,
oh
let's go.
no, that's fine. I've already talked about that. Okay, great. So in that case, because we'll be moving on to like some games in a second. But I do want to say, if you could pitch like a One Piece spin-off show, like there could be a show like similar to Fan Letter, right? Where there was One Piece Fan Letter. It instead follows a girl who's a big fan of Nami during, while the Straw Hats are escaping from the archipelago. And so like that's just a concept. What's your dream? And now it doesn't just have to be like Fan Letter where it's one episode. This could be like something that goes on for seasons and seasons or whatever.
Yeah. Seasons.
But is there anything, or it
One
could be like an
season, two
alternate
season.
universe? It could be anything, but it's just something One Piece related that you think would hit.
Ooh, I feel like I have an answer. You're putting me on the spot, but feel like I have an answer.
Okay.
Let me just get a couple of seconds.
Do you want me to go first and then you go, or or are you about to hit it?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. That's perfect. That'll give me the perfect amount of time.
Because
that I need.
I
Go
thought
ahead.
I thought there was sort of two things I think in my mind. The first one was like, did you ever do reactions to those like noodle ads, the One Piece noodle ads?
I watched them, but it was before I started like recording during my stream.
But you saw
so I don't think I
them.
have them.
But you
I've-
saw
I've
them.
watched it. Yeah.
Like
I think I'm gonna watch it again.
So that's a thing that's like it's like the One Piece characters, but it's set in like a school, right? So it's like an alternate universe where they all go to school together instead. Like that, I think would be awesome. I would love to see that. But another thing is like something set actually in the main story that's like official canon stuff, but like there's someone sort of like Kobe who joins the Marines and like wants to make a difference or whatever, but like this time we're like following this character, but like from the Marines perspective. So like this is like, so we're watching them try to capture pirates. We're watching like the sort of the politics of the Marines, because something I find interesting about the Marines is like there's different levels of like characters who obey their orders properly, like what's his name, Fujitora. Fujitora is someone who like he will just be like, fuck you higher ups, like you've made mistakes, and in the same way with Smoker. Smoker told them to go to hell in Alabasta or whatever, right? Like I find the politics of the Marines and their standings really interesting, and I think it'd be cool to follow someone trying to rise the ranks from the start and like actually like properly doing that. We have it kind of through Kobe, but we only see snippets of it, so I'd like to see something
maybe more
like that.
detailed Kobe as well.
And then I thought
Maybe
something
detailed, like
it's all right, you go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say maybe Kobe as well. Just it can be a whole anime or a movie.
Yeah,
like Kobe's journey. It will give you flush out all the Marine stuff that you talked about.
But then I thought like if you did like a show like this and it was like several seasons long, right? And you like really properly took your time with it, but you start it now. Like if you started it like right now, because then at some point in the anime, let's say the Straw Hats in the main One Piece anime get to Raftel, and we're doing like end game stuff, like final end game stuff. At that point, the two shows kind of combine, where this spin-off show following the Marine, this guy is high enough rank at this point or whatever that he comes against the Straw Hats, and now it's sort of like a toss-up of like, well, his morals, like he was doing all of this stuff and he sees that the Straw Hats really aren't that bad, I like that idea. Now this is like his biggest job or whatever. And then if you wanted to take it a step further, he does the big fight or whatever, but Luffy wins him over and he officially joins the Straw Hats. And then like there's no more spin-off anime.
I like that idea.
So then we get like, instead of like with a lot of the Straw Hats, we tend to get like a backstory, right? But instead the backstory is an entire show. We watch his backstory, every single bit of it. And then
Yep,
and then
yep,
we
yep,
see
yep.
him, and we, you know,
I like that
ahead
idea.
of time, we wouldn't know that he's eventually going to join the Straw Hats. It would be such a hype moment of like, wait, he's like a main character now, you know, something like that.
Yep, yep. Were you ever a part of the MCU? Like throughout
Yeah,
the 10
yeah, a little
years,
bit.
Marvel?
Yeah.
It's like it was so nice because this reminds me of, Guardians of Galaxy. They were in a different universe.
Yeah.
Like, if you just watch that by itself, it's like you shouldn't know who Iron Man is. But because it was in the same umbrella, you maybe were a fan of Iron Man as well, or Thor, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But if you just watch Guardians of Galaxy and you follow their story, and then you have Gent here. Let's say this is Sammy, Gent here, and Gent only watched Iron Man and Captain America, blah blah. We will meet at some point.
Yeah.
It's like what you said. I would love that. I would love that.
And I mean,
yeah.
there's a reason that Avengers Endgame is like the highest grossing movie or
Huge.
whatever, right? Like where it's like the reason for this is like there's nothing more satisfying than you've seen these individual stories. Here's how they link. And like you just feel like you've taken a little bit from here, you've taken a little bit from here. It's like you're seeing friends from different friendship groups all meeting together, and it's perfect, and it all comes together. I think that's like such a cool experience, and I wish more media could like take advantage of that properly.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that.
Anyway, do you have a spin-off?
Okay, I have an answer, but I don't know if it falls on the definition of spin-off. So
it's an open question.
Yeah, I would want to see a spin-off of Tama. I've had this feeling for a while, but just Tama, we maybe can start it from the Ace days. Tama's age is a little bit, I don't know, for me, it feels weird. Her body never changes, but you see clearly 3 years passing by from Ace to now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, Tama, the effect of Ace, the effect of how Wano looked and the Kozuki clan and everything around her, and then the effect of Straw Hats and everything, Onigashima, and then after that, and then God knows who Tama will inspire in the future or how Tama would be. It hit my heart when we got those small flashbacks of when she was selling the hats. Bro, I was melting, bro. I was melting, and I want to explore that more. I feel like she went through a lot in between.
Yeah.
Ace days until, losing the parents, the factory, and all of that. I want to explore that. So I would love to see a Tama Wano spin-off.
I would love that because I love Tama as well, and Tama hit me in the emotions every time she was on screen. And something that I said about Tama is like, to me, because she said like something along the lines of like, can I join you someday when I'm a bewitching kunoichi or whatever she said, right? And it made me think like, well, by the time we finish our journey, she's not going to be old enough, I don't think, to join us, I would think, right? But then I was like, in my head, I was spending like many videos. I think I brought this topic up several times where I was like, but how could they make it work? How could they get Tama on the crew at some point in this show? And I was trying to...
Yeah, that would be so
I was trying to figure it out, and I was like, what if there was like another time skip in the show? Like there was a reason that we legitimately had to wait like 6 years or something, and then we have like one final big time skip, and at that point we can have Vivi, we can have Yamato, we can have Tama, like these other characters that have kind of been like Straw Hat adjacent to properly join the crew in their fully developed forms. And so I would.
Oh, that would be dope.
I would love that. And I mean, even if you combined like my idea and your idea, where it's a Tama followed show, and we keep watching her as she evolves and evolves and evolves, and then eventually she joins the Straw Hats in the main show, and that's sort of the end of her show is her joining the Straw Hats. That would be kind of awesome.
Yep. I would love that.
Yeah.
To her becoming a beautiful kunoichi.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you want to go on to some games?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's go.
All right. Okay. So, let's start with a simp before I get to what I think is the better prepared game. So do you remember there was a game that I hope you don't mind me saying this, that you were terrible at. And
No. Which one?
There was one game where I like it was more of a challenge. It was more of a challenge.
Like the picture.
No. You were good at a lot of the quiz related things. I think you're good at those.
Okay. I think I remember being horrible at one thing. Yeah.
So I did last time we did this. I did a game based on the idea of I have a Rubik's Cube that in every one of my videos, while the recap is going on, I do the Rubik's Cube, right? And I try to beat the recap, right? And I challenged you in that to try to recap One Piece while I do the cube, and you have to try to like recap One Piece before I do the cube.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. I was happily stuck at that. That was an insane challenge. I remember that.
It was so funny to me because you were adding in every little detail possible along the way. Like you didn't give you. I don't know if you got out of.
I was like
I don't know if you got out of the East Blue. You know. Like
I don't think I got out of like Kobe, Luffy, Zoro. I don't even think I made it to Buggy, like Orange Town. Not even that.
Yeah.
Yo, K, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, K. What are you saying?
No, you're good at the laughs. You're good at the laughs.
But yeah, that one I remember now, 100%. It was crazy, and you were fast with the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I can do a Rubik's Cube in like a minute and a half or so.
So combine those two, impossible.
Yeah. But I found it so funny that you were. So basically, we're gonna do kind of a rerun of it, but I'm gonna make it a lot easier. I'm gonna make it a lot easier for you. Okay. So that we're gonna do two rounds. The first round, all I want you to do is to recap Egghead. That's it. Okay. I want you to.
Recap Egghead.
Yeah, it should be recently on your mind. I want you to try to get as much of the details of Egghead as you can before I do 2 cubes.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. I think this is doable.
Okay.
2. I think this is doable.
Okay.
Chat. Can we get emotes in the chat or like emojis in the chat? Hype me up. Let me get cheers. Let's go.
Okay. You count me down and I'll get started.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so there's been a scientist that's been helping the government and Marine for a long time. It's finally time to meet him. We'll meet him. He is split into 5 different people. The Marines want to get rid of him. Our Straw Hats also reached there, and we get into so many shenanigans with him and his inventions and so on. They sent people to kill him. We got CP, we got the 5 elders. They can't get rid of... they tried to get rid of him. We tried to stop them because he asked us for our help. The 5 elders transform and they try to kill him too, but lo and behold, he had a transponder thingy trying to send a message to the rest of the world in a giant thing that was in the scrapyard. That thing wakes up and tries to help us too. It had Joy Boy's hockey in it. Who's Joy Boy? That's for another recap. Okay. They end up killing him. I can take my time. This is taking a little bit of time. I can take my time a little bit. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not quite done the first cube. They successfully killed the scientist, but who kills him? His best friend or one of his closest friend, which is also an admiral in the Marine. Crazy complex thing. We get an emotional moment from him. Sinwa tries to confirm it.
Cube 1
and
done.
we get also that's Akainu, by the way. We successfully get away from there because the giants come and help us, giants of Elbaf. So they help us escape Egghead, and from Egghead we are headed to Elbaf. That's another island, and that's where we stop at Elbaf. Or that's where we stop at Egghead.
I think that was
that tells you most of it.
I think that was pretty damn good. I do think you covered most of the stuff that happened actually on Egghead, but
40%.
But they weren't just on Egghead. Remember, the anime jumped to other places. Can you recap what happened in those other places?
Yeah, could not care less. Egghead is Egghead. Could not care less. Yo, can we get man in the background? We're done.
We're done. K, no Kuma flashback at all. That's most of the fucking arc.
Yeah, that's for next time. Round 2.
All right.
Oh my god,
You
Kuma is actually valid. Okay, Kuma's valid.
Yeah. I mean, that was
Kuma's
you have. I mean, it was a bit of an easier task, but you've gotten way better at it in these fast.
Bro, I
in
got
this fast-
PTSD. I got PTSD from the first time. So I'm like, I am gonna touch the big things just a little bit. If I like the two of them, you know what? I have time. And by the way, there was Kuma and Bonnie there. We get Kuma's backstory finally because Kuma is a character that's been mentioned throughout the story for the longest. And sad story, we lose Kuma,
Done.
but Bonnie is alive. Done. I mentioned him.
Good.
My
good
time was
stuff.
still up.
Good
Let's
stuff.
go.
No, I'm impressed.
Easy.
I'm impressed. I thought it was possible that you didn't. You still didn't have the source, but you figured it out. So wonderful.
Bro, first time was horrible. Like the whole One Piece until what episode, 800 or something or 600. I was like, nah, I wouldn't make it. But yeah, there we go.
All right, great. Well, then the next one, I'm just mixing up the cubes. The next one, I'm gonna.
Oh, brother.
Okay, this time I'll just do one cube. This challenge is going to be, I want you to try to, in order, name one character from each arc. Okay?
Oh God.
Okay.
Okay, from each arc.
Yeah.
You know. Wait. Just before you start, you know
Yep.
some arcs like blend into each other. You know, like their
if
names.
you can try to do each arc, not each saga. So, for example, Water 7 and Ennis Lobby are separate. You know,
They're separate.
like that. Just try to do. Just try. Okay.
Okay. So if I hit you with Water 7 Aokiji, you gotta let that pass.
Yeah. If as long as they have like a significant role in that arc, like you look at that
Okay,
arc and you
okay,
go like,
let's
yeah,
go.
that's okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Two
Well,
Rubik's cube. Wait,
just
two
one.
Rubik's
Just
cube?
one Rubik's cube.
Oh.
Okay, ready? 3, 2,
Okay.
1, go.
Kobe, Zoro, Buggy, Usopp, Sanji.
You might have to say the arcs that you're doing.
Usopp. Oh my God. Okay, damn. But that's gonna be hard.
Oh
Oh my God.
I'll chill out a bit.
No. Wait. They should know the arcs. Right? I'm gonna say the arc too.
Okay, all right, okay. You don't have to. I just thought people might get lost.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm getting a bit lost.
Dawn. Romance Dawn. Luffy. Should be orange, right? Yeah. Orange Buggy.
Okay, you don't have to say the arcs. It's gonna
Syrup,
take you a while.
Usopp, yeah. That's gonna take away. That's why I said 2. If 2, I would say the arc name.
Okay.
Blah 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 blah. What am I saying? Barati Sanji, Nojiko Kokoyashi. What are we doing after? Dragon, but I'm gonna say Smoker Logtown. Laboon, the thingy. Yeah, that place. Whiskey Peak. Vivi. Oh my God. Little Garden or Drum Island. Wait, whatever the order is. Drum Island, Choppa, Little Garden, Dory, Alabasta, Cobra, Jaya, Bellamy, Sky Island, Gandalf. Oh my God. Foxy. You're not done? Oh my God, this is perfect.
Not quite.
Foxy, LRLL, Water 7, Pauli. NES Lobby, Chapapa or Fukuro. Post NES Lobby or Water 7 again, Garp.
Keep going. I'll do the second. I'll do the second cube.
Post. Okay. I gotta close my eyes to see the visuals in my head. What the hell? Water 7 post NES Lobby. Where the hell do we go immediately from there? Brook, right? It has to be like Thriller Bark. I'm gonna say Brook. All of that. Meeting him and Thriller Bark. I'm gonna say Brook. Gecko Moria. Perona. Okay. And then after that, Fishman Island thingy. I'm gonna say Papa Goo and give me one of the supernovas. Okay. Law. Boa Hancock with Maiden Island, Maiden Island, whatever that place is. Amazon Lily. Give me Kizaru. No, sorry. Mr. 3. Okay, Mr. 3 in Impel down, or yeah. Let me just say Mr. 3. Okay. Nah, I should get a new character. Oh my God, what the warden? Mazilan, give me Mazilan, and then Whitebeard. Okay. Sabo post-war. Sabo post-war. We reunion immediately. I'm gonna say Okiku. Not Okiku. What's her name? Oh my God, Shiki. Okay, Rayleigh's wife. In the reunion, the fisherman. Holy shit, the Fisherman Island. Give me Hody. Give me Virgo. Punk Hazard. Give me. What are you on your third try now? Or
this is my second cube.
Second.
Yeah. But I don't have 3 cubes, so I'm almost done.
Okay. Yeah. Punk Hazard, I said. And then give me Doflamingo Dressrosa.
Time. That's it.
Oh.
Still.
Okay, I'm happy.
Pretty good.
At least. Holy shit.
Pretty good.
Bro, saying the arc names. But that was fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was fun.
I told you you didn't have to keep doing it. I just thought, like, while you were originally doing it, and you were just like Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, and I was like, in my head, I was like, wait, which arc are we up to?
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it would be hard for people to follow. So when I asked you if you're gonna give me 2, that's when I was thinking I want to say the arc names. But since you went with 1,
right?
I'm like, I'm gonna waste time saying the arc names.
Yeah, so I moved to 2.
Holy.
Worked out fine. Anyway, great.
But yeah, that was fun though. That was fun.
Good. I'm glad.
I tried my best. That was fun.
I had no idea how it was gonna go because I didn't try it myself. I was just like, this. I don't know. Let's see if you can do it.
Yeah, did I say Shiki?
You did say Shiki. Okay.
That's the villain from the movie.
So we're gonna move on.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Before the next game, can we take a quick break?
Yes,
go to the toilet.
Absolutely.
Break,
we'll take. I'll just talk to the camera while you go.
Yeah. Talk to them. 1 second.
So yeah, Sammy, you can see Sammy's saying he's gone for a bit. But thank you all for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. This has been so exciting for me because I think it's been like a year and a half or something since we did the stream last, and like I think you can see, I mean, we're 2 hours into the stream, I don't think there's been a silence once. Like the two of us just have so much energy for this, because I haven't really talked to Sammy in this time much. I mean, sometimes we'll send each other a couple messages here or there, but for the most part we haven't talked, especially not about our thoughts on One Piece or anything. So it's really exciting because I don't tend to get to talk to a lot of YouTubers or a lot of people in general about One Piece. There's not many people in my life who have taken in 1,000 episodes of One Piece. So whenever you're able to just like fan out about something, that's always really exciting. So I'm just extremely happy that we finally like got this time to do it. I think I said to him in these weeks, like a couple weeks ago, I said like, do you want to do a stream? Because I'm about to catch up, and I just thought it would be like a really cool like celebration now that we finally caught up. Nithil KS saying, yeah, it sucks when you don't have One Piece friends. I have none. Yeah, I've got maybe 1 or 2 people in my life that kind of watch One Piece and are some varying levels of caught up or whatever. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough when you don't have people to talk about. So I'm glad I'm talking about it with Sammy, because we can just chat each other's ears off, and it's great. And I love, like, you know, something I in general, I'm a very positive person. I like to talk about things I like. I don't like dwelling on things that I don't like. And I just like to be excited and have like a happy vibe. I want my videos to have like a more positive vibe to it, where people can feel good watching it rather than like start to feel a bit despair or feel annoyance at something. And so I like talking to you because like I think you match the vibe very well, and you have a lot of a lot of
100%.
yeah, a lot of great positivity that I really enjoy. All right. So in that case, let's see if I can switch this up. So you should be able to see that, and now the stream should be able to see it.
I am.
So we're gonna do a game called Who Is This? Now, with this game, I think the I'll actually have to turn this off studio mode. There we go. The thing with this game,
Just like a quick thing, you want to adjust me maybe, or is it okay? Are you happy with it? I feel like I could be more in the middle.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yes, I can do that. Just give me. You're absolutely right. Give me a second. And just talk to the chat for a second while I.
Yeah. What up, chat? I wanted to say hi to them earlier anyway, so this is perfect. What up, chat? What up, K? What up, Nathan? Puck, GZ, Low. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are having an awesome Saturday.
Okay, is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, this game, there's not gonna be like the rules are gonna kind of change in each one. I don't know. I'm doing this very loosely. I prepared this today, so it's kind of loosey goosey, not a ton of prep, but anyway, basically each time I'm just gonna ask you to name something, and you try to name it as best you can. It's fine if you get wrong answers. So like if you get a wrong answer, I'm not gonna say like you've lost this round, whatever. If you like guess wrong, you can still keep guessing if you want, just because it's more fun to guess, you know.
Nice. Ooh. Okay. Let's go.
Okay. So
characters, or it could also be a.
There's a few different kind of things going on here. So to start with, we're gonna do. It's gonna kind of be the same thing that I did last time, where I'm gonna show you a little bit of a picture, and you see if you can guess the character off that little bit. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. So. Starting off, can you see the bit of the picture that I put on there? It's very hard to see.
I need to make it.
Hang on.
To make this bigger. Wait,
okay, I put it on there.
No,
now.
I got it. I made it bigger.
Can you see the little bit of the picture?
Yeah, I see it. Very hard to see.
Oops, I didn't mean to stop that.
Wait, OBS. Okay. Yeah, I see it, but it's very hard to know, or like, yeah, I see it. I don't think I have a confident guess now. Should I? Do you want me to guess anyways?
You can guess anyway. You can guess anyway, so we can do it. But like, do you think you know what that sliver is? What do you think that sliver might be?
It's just that? I don't think I know what that is. I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well then, let's move on to the next bit. Ready? Okay.
Oh, wow. We just talked about her. What the fudge? That's Ray League's wife. Or Shaka.
Correct! It's
Wow.
Shaki! Well done.
Or Shaki. Wait, it is Shaki. That's a Shaka again. But is it Shiki? Now it's Shaki. We just talked about her. What are the coincidences?
Yeah, I know. Well,
literally the last thing we talked about before my toilet break.
I know, because you said Shaki, I was like, oh, we should probably do the games. Because I was like, I think I remember. I remembered Shaki.
Oh wow. Okay,
but yeah, so that was her belly. That was that sliver. You could just see like the little bit of skin.
Damn. Yeah, I'm low key happy I didn't guess from the first try. That would have been creepy as hell.
I mean, what if you only guessed from when we were up to here? Like, what if that was the point that tipped you off?
Yeah. No comment. That was well done. I like.
I'm kind of surprised. I don't think I would have got it off the pants. I think I would have struggled. I think I forget what people's pants look like in the show a lot.
Oh, I roast a lot of pants.
Oh, really?
So I'm used to noticing a lot
I just
of
don't.
pants.
Yeah, I just don't notice them most of the time. All right, next one. Can you just
God.
tell
Shanks.
me who her name is? Can you tell me her name?
Oh, okay. I thought it got spoiled for you, or Bro, I don't even remember. Her name is why I would not. I don't know her name at all. I barely remember her, so I can't even fake it.
Okay, I just
I
wanted
can't even
to.
tell you her
I
name.
wanted to
I
see.
barely remember her.
I think it said maybe.
Okay, wait, before
maybe
we move
twice.
on, can I tell you? Can I tell you? Shanks got a full segment of like a roasting session when he popped up in Wano. Sorry, Wano. Marineford.
Uh-huh.
Those pants was horrendous. I just want to say that
Yes.
before we move
No,
on.
I think when I was
Horrendous
thinking about it, I think it took me a long time in the show to look at Shanks's pants and then go, "What the fuck is he wearing?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?"
He upgraded a little bit in Elbaf later, but holy.
Anyway,
Okay,
this is Whitey Bay is what her name is.
Whitey Bay.
I kind of have been obsessed with that because I think that's such a funny name. It's something about it. I think
Whitey Bay.
I made a TikTok about it where when she was introduced, I was like, I think that's what people called me in high school. But
Whitey Bay.
but yeah, so Whitey Bay. That was
Is she
her
a
name.
part of Shanks' fleet?
No, she was
what-
one of like Whitebeard's like side crews, you know,
Whitebeard's,
like how he had all those
fleet,
pirate
yeah,
fleets.
His fleet, a part of his fleet.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice
I think
trivia. Nice fun fact.
it's been said twice in the show. I think her name. Anyway.
Okay.
There's a little piece there.
That could be Luffy, but it also could be. Maybe it's trying to trick me of thinking Luffy when it's not. It's like the thing around Luffy's. Yeah, the thing around Luffy's waist. Right? Who else would have this? But then is that a Vivre card on the side? Why would Luffy have a Vivre card on the side? You know what I mean? A paper. High chance that it's a Vivre card, so it could be like Luffy puts it on his hat when Ace gave it to him. Luffy's not trying to have any other thing. So for now, I'm gonna say Luffy, but I don't want like the final answer. I want.
It's not.
You know?
Yeah, it's not gonna be the final answer. But okay,
Okay.
but I'll tell you.
For now,
I'll tell you if you do a guess. I'll tell you if it's wrong, and then we move on to the next one. So your guess is Luffy.
Okay. Yes.
That is incorrect. Next up. Now, okay, this is really hard to see. Do you see the change?
That looks wild. I do see it. That looks wild.
Got a big smiley face on screen.
That could be the Vince Smoke eyebrows, or it could be. Yeah, I don't think it could be nipples. That'll be wild. So it is. What the fudge? If it's, is it one of his brothers maybe, and they have a scarf around him, or is it Sanji? Could you touch movies and fillers?
I have not touched any movies.
You say yes or no? Okay. Scarf around the neck, maybe. I'm trying to see underneath that. That's brown shirt or brown. Oh my god, that has to be Vince Smoke eyebrows, right? One of them. Is it? Nah, never mind. What the? Oh no! Is it his dad? Yeah, he has some weird, stupid outfits. Okay, second guess. Judge. Here we go. Let's move forward with Judge.
Right.
My boy wouldn't put that scarf around him. Yeah,
Judge. Judge is incorrect. Next up.
Oh my god. Is it? No, wait. Is this the chef that Sanji fights in one of those ships? And that's he had that kind of wow. Oh, right? Right, I think it's the chef. I forget his name, but I think it's the chef.
As long as you can kind of describe whatever the character is, I'll give it to you.
Is it the chef that he fights in one ship or a train? I don't know, something like that.
It's in the train. You're right. It is Onesie.
Yeah, train. Oh wow! That's a good one. That looks like it could easily be taken as the eyebrows, the Vince Smoke eyebrows.
That's what I thought when I was looking at his character. I was like, oh, the spirals are
Damn.
tricky because there's a few characters that have those
Yeah.
spirals.
You see the edges that look like paper for a second.
Yeah.
And you see his shirt or the
Yeah.
jacket, whatever. That looked like paper, but then for a moment I'm like, okay, maybe it's Sanji's Horikeiki Airando shirt. But then I'm like, he wouldn't have a scarf. Wow, this was a good one.
Well,
This was a good one.
Veritas said Beppo's VA trauma. Is Wanze Beppo's VA? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I love
So, like,
I
it
love
was
Beppo and I
fun.
hate Wanze.
And even once, like I think even one more character. He's
Really?
iconic VA, man. It
What's
was-
the
yeah, I
other?
think one more.
Can someone tell me if he has another
Can somebody
character?
Google it?
Because I mean, Veritas
somebody
might
even
know it off the
bigger.
top of his head, but like he's because
Yeah,
I really
he's a
love
good one.
Beppo's voice. I think Beppo's so cute. He's so fun. Okay.
Yeah, this was a good one, man.
So I'm trying. Oh, okay.
Can I ask you a question about
yes.
this? When you were creating this one, did you know what the twirly thing would do to people? Did you know?
Yeah, I tried to.
The Vince Smoke
Yeah,
eyebrows.
yeah. I tried
a
to
good
trick you a
one.
little bit. It's kind of
Kudos
like
to
how
you.
how
Yeah.
last time we played the game, I tried and failed because you're too good to trick you with the straw hat picture to make you think hopefully it's either Luffy or Shanks, and you guessed it was Nami immediately.
Oh yeah,
guessed it
Nami, yeah.
instantly.
What about
You
yeah.
were, yeah.
Remember the warrior from the Maiden Island?
Yes,
think
yeah,
you tried
yeah.
to do-
And you did guess her as well.
Immediately, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was crushing hard on her.
Yeah, you were. Okay, so
I'm avoiding the
next-
chat, by the way.
Yes,
so in case
good,
somebody
good, because
starts
a few
saying
people
something to
did guess it. Although I'm quite happy that like
Yeah.
people were taking a while to guess it, which means it's pretty tough.
This is a good one.
So the next thing that is, I mean, I would have prepared more of those, but it takes a long time actually to cut the things out. So then the next thing is I'm gonna show you a bunch of characters, and I want you to tell me what
Okay.
these characters have in common. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
What
Let's
do
go.
these characters all have in common?
Oof, I was about to say crazy. D in their name.
That is correct. Very well done. Yes, they
Let's
all
go.
are
Let's
part
get
of
it. Let's go.
they all part of the D family. Okay, so that one
Yep.
was the easier one. The next thing is I'm gonna give you a bunch of letters. Okay, and you're gonna try to tell me what. And each of them represents a character. You're gonna try to tell me what these characters have in common, but you're not gonna. It's not gonna be easy. I'll show you. Ready? What do these characters all have in common? It's a bit of a riddle.
So there are brackets here. Like, do I get to go any information about the brackets? Or what is that?
I might.
Is
It
it
might.
part of their name?
It might give it away if I tell you. Like the brackets. The brackets are a part of their name, kind of.
Okay. So you said the brackets are maybe a part of their name.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'll just tell you they're alternate names for them.
Okay. Oh, I can get a second here.
You might be able to get it.
Yeah, let me think loud so that it's not super.
And don't check the
quiet.
chat. I see. I think one person's
I
gotten
won't.
it.
Yeah, I won't. So we have maybe S Shanks, K maybe Killa, W Whitebeard, and then what the hell is EN? Whitebeard, and his real name I think what was it? Edward Newgate. Yep, 100%. Big Mom. What was her real name? Okay. Anyways, I think it may be a BM Big Mom. B is one of them is Blackbeard. Teachy. What was that? Teachy. It could be Devil Fruit. S Shanks. S. What other S could it be? Who's S? Straw Hats? All of them? No, it can't be a whole group, right? So it's a person, like one character, right?
These
one character
These are a
each.
bunch of different characters. You're trying to figure out what the relation between all of them is.
Yeah. MDL? What the fudge? Who's that? MDL. Okay, so let me just go with the ones that I'm confident with. Whitebeard, Big Mom, and then Blackbeard. One of these has to be Blackbeard. BB, MDT. Marshall D. Teach. There we go. I found it. Yeah, that's so. What is in common with? What is common with them? Oh my God! Boom, boom. K though? What the hell is a K? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. S is Shiki. Yep, I think they all belong. They're part of Rocks. That's the common thing.
No.
In them. They're crew members.
No.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I want one more shot because this is fun.
Yeah. You're close. You're close to cracking it.
Wait, BM? Maybe that's not Big Mom. Wait, let me try to find CL. What the hell is CL? What is CL?
I'm glad how this is going. This is great.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with this.
What Big Mom? What's Big Mom's real name? Oh my God, why am I forgetting it now? S. Okay, wait. Whitebeard, I'm so confident. And then Whitebeard and Blackbeard, maybe all of them are a part of the Whitebeard crew. Let me try to find that out. You know what I mean? S. The thing is, we don't have Marco if it's going to be his commanders. Okay, so we have Whitebeard. Either his crew or Rocks. You said Rocks, no. The other thing is their generation. But how would you group their generation? You know, there has to be a name. I don't think that is the thing that's common, right?
I think there's one aspect of the fact that all these names are here that's kind of tricky about it. That's not really a clue. I don't think that's gonna help you. Me saying that, it actually might hurt you a little bit. But it's like the names that you're seeing, you might be kind of surprised about in a way. I'll explain why later after we get the answer.
Yeah. So I feel like if I get BM or K, it's gonna help me so much. But I lost confidence in Big Mom now because I can't remember her real name. Because I feel like Marshall D. Teach, that's his real name, so it should be the real name of that person. BM. Whitebeard Eduardo Newgate. I gave up on the MDL. Marco. Nah. Marco DL. Oh my days.
Okay, well,
I gave up on the MDL.
Well, think Marshall D. Teach, right? That you figured Marshall D. Teach. So
exactly.
So this other character also has a D, right?
The other character also.
I mean,
has
well,
a D.
MDL.
It's not Law. It's not L. It's not. Yeah. It's not Law. It's not Dragon. It's not. I'm trying to remember the pictures that you had from just before
it's
this.
It's a bit of a clue.
It's not. Yeah, I thought
also,
of a D being a D as well, but
don't feel bad because even people in the chat that had figured out the thing were still like MDL. They were still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. No. I'm totally fine.
You might bang your head against the wall once you find out what that is.
Yeah. Oh my God, for real? Oh, is it gonna be like they all visited Wano or something? A D. I should get the D. M? What the fuck? Who the hell is MDL? M. MDL. Marshall D. teacher. It's not Jaguar Diesel. It's not Vivi. Blah blah. It's not Cobra. It's not. Wow. Okay, I shouldn't stay too much on MDL. S. Should I stick with Shanks? But what the fuck? If Shanks. Why would it be? Shiki is a part of his crew, but he said no. He said no to Rocks.
The comments are great right now. The chat's great. I wish you could look at it, but you can't.
Okay, I want you to just like confirm or deny. Just spoil this little one.
Yeah, if you want me to confirm something.
BM. Big Mom. No, Big Mom. Yes or no?
Big Mom Charlotte Lin.
It's fine. Ah, there we go. What the hell is wrong with me? Her kids are all Charlotte, blah, blah, Charlotte, blah, blah. Here we go. We're back. What is Blackbeard doing with Big
I'm thinking
Mom?
about the next round, and it might be a disaster.
Oh my God!
I thought this one was a little easier.
Yeah, no, this one is crazy. What is Blackbeard doing with Big Mom?
People are rooting for you.
Whitebeard, Big Mom, K. Yeah, K. The only K I can think of is Killer. So K in their like generation. Whitebeard, Big Mom. What? Big Mom and Blackbeard? Are they all captains of their ship? Like, are they all captains of their crew? Okay, I would like to use one card or one opportunity, and then you can say wrong or right.
Okay.
I'm locking in captains of their ship. Sorry, captains of their crew.
I think
Pirate
that's
crew.
technically right, but it's not.
Okay, but
it's
that's not what you were aiming for.
It was going for. It's even more obvious than that.
Can I get another confirmation?
Okay.
So that we can
I
keep
can
it
also
pushing.
give a
Can I
clue
get another confirmation?
at some
S.
point if you want a clue.
Oh yeah, go ahead, please. Give me a hint.
I think what might be throwing you is the number of names that are here is more than you would think are in this group.
Okay.
You might be expecting maybe 4 names, and instead there are.
Yeah, but the
7.
thing is, you can give me like, let's just say it's like they're grouped by the let's just say the worst generation, okay? And that's not them, but I'm just saying a different one, and then I should be thinking of way more, you know? Okay,
Yeah.
7. Okay, can I get a confirmation on S? Is S Shiki or not?
S is not Shiki.
Okay, then he has to be Shanks. Bro, if you give me some kind of character that popped up once on screen, that's gonna make me
No,
hit my
you
head on the
should
wall.
know all these characters
that?
well.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
K B Buggy. Wait a minute. Here we go. Oh my god. Yo, to the C squad, to my community. If you guys are laughing behind the scene and
they are laughing.
They are grouped by Paramisia Zone. I'm gonna die laughing because I suck at that, and they know they're dying laughing.
I really think you are going to bang your head against the wall once this is over.
I'm gonna be so fine if it is something like that. Paramisia Zone, something like that, because I suck at those. This has been explained to me, Gent, a million times. I give up. The Paramisia Zone stuff. Okay, so it's neither of those, because you will spend all day here.
It's not devil fruit related.
Paramisia Zone
No.
stuff. Okay. Oh my god.
I mean, Shanks doesn't have a devil
God.
fruit, right? So.
Oh, okay. So S has to be Shanks. Okay. We can't stay here all day, so I have to give up at a certain point. Last attempt. K, B, S, MDL. What the fudge? MDL sounds like a cool football club. What the hell is that, bro? MDL.
MDL is so funny.
Oh my god. Why would you do that? Oh my god, you know what? You should do that. That is so funny. Clip that. Yeah, clip that. Bro, I give my consent. Clip that, put it everywhere. That is so funny. Monkey D Luffy. Clip that, bro.
People were saying
that.
it's on the wall behind you. It's on the wall. It's literally on the wall right behind you.
Bruh. I was about to tell you, like, why would you do that? But then I noticed that is his full name.
Yeah.
That's not a nickname. I was about to say, you should put his nickname there, Luffy. It's like, wait, that's it. That's his first name. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Now we're talking. Why would you put only Buggy though? We don't have his real name? Damn.
I don't think so, right?
That is his real name. Luffy. Whitebeard. Big Mom. Oh my god, what the hell are these people doing in the same basket? Shanks, Luffy, Whitebeard, Big Mom, Blackbeard, K? Who the hell? Killer, that's the only thing I can think of. Why can't I think of any other character that's K?
I can tell you what
Killer,
K is if it
killer.
helps.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, K is Kaido.
I was about to say. Oh my god, they've all been Yonko at some point. Is that what it is? Or are Yonko? I mean, we have people that passed away.
Is correct.
Is that
That's
it?
correct. We have Shanks,
God, I
we
wish I
have
could use my
Blackbeard,
soundboard
we have
1
Monkey
year
D.
later.
Luffy, we have Buggy, we have Big Mom, we have Kaido, and we have Whitebeard.
Wow. Whoever guessed it immediately, I'm impressed, man.
Yeah,
You should
people
clap.
are
You should
pretty
applaud
quick.
yourself.
People
Well,
are pretty quick on it.
Immediate was wild.
Then-
MDL, bro. I was thinking about like the Sidemen YouTubers or something for a second. I was like, who the hell is MDL?
I'm kind of scared. Then the next round is the last one, but I'm kind of scared about it after that one.
Yeah, we're gonna spend
Let's
all day
see.
here.
Okay.
We're gonna spend all day.
All right.
Let's go.
So the next one
Oh,
is a
brother.
little different, but in
Wait.
Oh.
Before you go, can I just see the chat?
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit,
go
man?
for the
I need
chat,
to
go for the chat.
enjoy this.
you
I need to
should
enjoy this a little bit. Let me
scroll
just
through it a little bit. Oh man. I was so happy with it. So funny watching
he's
people in real
excited.
time be like, "Come on!"
Yeah, MDL is not something I've never and never will see again.
Yeah.
No.
It
I
does
would-
feel
I never
weird.
thought I would see
Like
MDL like that.
even
Okay, here we go.
I made
So weird.
I made this game, and yet even for a good portion of it, I was like, wait, which one's MDL again? Hold on, MDL.
You surprised yourself.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, here we go.
All right, final one.
Wow,
Same game.
what's
There's
good?
gonna be a bunch of letters. You have to figure out. You have to figure out the link between these characters, but it's a little different than the last one. Oh, here we go.
But maybe it helps that I'm warmed up. Maybe it helps that I'm warmed. What in the Scandinavian Finnish language is this? Nah, chat.
All
What
right.
are we doing here?
I've removed all the
End
consonants.
The stream right now.
I've removed all the consonants from these names.
Oh, we're cooked. Wait. Okay, you have to at least tell us. Are some of them 2 words?
Yeah, some of them are
Different
some of them are
words?
2 words. I've tried to separate them so
Oh.
you can kind of see. Some of them, one of them's 3. You can see it. The under your face is 3.
Where?
Under your face. It's OOOE.
Oh yeah. Okay, so they're separated like that.
Yeah. So like I mean, yeah, if they have multiple names, I've put a space between them.
So now you added like even a whole different level of like finding the rest.
Yeah,
of the
this is the
words
hard.
and
This is the
finding
hardest
character.
round. This is
And
so
then
hard.
we gotta. Yeah, we're spending all day. Here.
I think the one that you can most likely get is the one right under me. That gives you the most hints, because there's not many names that have that many vowels.
But this next to me feels like it should be Kaido. Can you just confirm or deny?
Kaido also
Kaido.
has an O and maybe a U, depending on how you Romanize it.
Oh wait, vowels are guaranteed to be
Yeah,
fully
it's all the
shown?
vowels. Yeah, it's all the vowels.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't get that. It's all the vowels. Oh my God, we're cooked. Oh my God, we're cooked. UO is crazy. You know how many things could be UO? Just look at that right down there.
I mean,
Look at that down
one of
there.
them's just
UO
A.
is
One of them's just
wild.
A. Like...
Yeah, one of them is A. Bro, it could be like anybody. It could be Shafty. Shafty? What? Shafty instead of Shanks. I said Shafty instead
No,
of
that's
Shanks.
a good name.
Shafty, you
Shafty.
should feel special. Shafty, you should feel special. If you're still in the stream, Shafty, I can't see the chat. I said Shafty instead of Shanks. That is so funny. I could say Shafty. I could say Celine. I could say Kings. Am I just saying everybody in my community? What the fuck? Okay, let me go with the one that you talked about, okay? Let me try to guess that one. O-O-O-A and O-O. What the hell? Okay, the space in between them, can I take it as a sign that that space is too small, so it means that's how the word begins, or does it matter?
The space just means like they have two names, a first name and a last name.
Separate word.
And I put a space between them so you know where each name starts.
Okay. But the two O's that are on the second word, they are next to each other, right? There's nothing in between them. They are next to each other.
They're not necessarily next to each other. There might be consonants in between.
Yo, Gent is an evil person. What are you... So in the word there are two O's, but it doesn't mean that they're next to each other the way that looks.
There might be letters between them.
Nah, this guy is a villain. This guy is a villain in the YouTube streets. What?
People have guessed it though.
Just for
people in the chat got it pretty quickly actually, but people are smart.
God. So, but those three O's, that means I've been thinking those three O's have to be next to each other. I'm like, who the hell is Boo?
Yeah, no one has that many O's.
Okay.
There's definitely some letters between them.
Boa Hancock. Come on, Boa Hancock has to be somewhere here. Maybe not those ones, but Boa Hancock.
Doesn't seem to be any OA.
Okay, Gent, just for the stream's sake, I'm gonna let you know. Yeah, we will not get anywhere. I feel like anytime soon. I'm gonna take time, and it will be super boring.
I'll give you small clues. So, give me one of the ones, and I'll tell you who it is, and then maybe you can figure it out from there.
Give me the middle. A-I-I-O-E. Middle. Literally.
A-I-I-O-E. Good question. Let me think. Let me think about who that is for a second. Okay, hold on. Okay, that I figured it out. That is Sanji Vinsmoke.
Oh my God! But you could go with the Japanese. It's a Vinsmoke Sanji. That is so many layers.
That's true. Sorry, that's kind of my fault. I've been inconsistent about that.
So Sanji Vinsmoke. Was anybody in the chat able to guess that one?
I didn't see anyone say specifically Sanji, but people have figured out what the link is between these characters, so they...
Oh, bro, I forgot for a second. That's the main goal of the game.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Shit.
Sometimes you only need to figure out one or two of these, and then you might have the link. Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. I would like to cash in on another one of those cards. Can you hit me with this one? This looks very juicy.
Which one?
O-O-O-E.
Okay.
Below me.
Yeah.
Just under me.
That is Tony Chopper.
Oh my God. Okay, at least the order is the same as when they pop up in the name, right?
Yeah. The order is the same.
Like the letter. Okay. Tony Chopper. Wait, it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
There's one extra tricky thing in here, yeah.
What do you mean? I was gonna say they're straw hats, or are they straw hats and honorary straw hats?
I don't know. Are they?
Sorry, were you gonna tell me the tricky thing, or there's?
I'm not gonna tell you the tricky thing. I'm just telling you there is a tricky thing.
Oh, well, okay.
There's something that maybe is controversially in here.
Controversial?
I don't know if it'll be that much controversy, but people might say, that doesn't belong there. But I'm putting it in there.
Are we gonna tap into... Oh! Definitely Yamato. Straw hats. There we go. The controversy... Yamato, right?
You were right that it is the Straw Hats. It isn't Yamato, though. It is not Yamato.
The controversy is not Yamato?
No. But it is the Straw Hat. So, going in order, I'll go in order. The first one is Nami, AI.
Go ahead.
Okay. Second one would be... hold on.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Yes, Monkey D. Luffy, you're right. And then Nico Robin after that.
All of a sudden, I decide to be good at this.
Nico Robin after that, then Tony Chopper, then Sanji Vinsmoke, then Roronoa Zoro, which is why there's so many O's.
God
and then we have Jimbei, then we have Brook, Then we have Usopp.
Yeah.
Then we have Frankie, and then I have Nefertari Vivi. So
Nefertari, how is that controversial?
well, because I mean, whether or not she's a straw hat, I'm saying like some people might not consider her
Yeah.
like an actual straw hat, but I put her in there.
Yeah.
Like you might say like she was never actually like
Wait,
on the ship or anything, but
Okay, but this is a perfect opportunity. Can I ask you, because I have a strong belief in this, do you think an official straw hat, because you're right, people can discuss about Vivi being an official straw hat or not. Do you think Yamato is an official straw hat out of the mouth of the Straw Hats captain?
I would love Yamato to be, but I don't know if Yamato ever like accepted. Right? Like I think
the captain said it and they accepted.
Well, I feel like Yamato will be one for sure, but I feel like the difference. I'm trying to figure out my thoughts here, but I think the difference is like Vivi was on the ship with us for a while, going from island to island.
Yes.
And it's like she was a straw hat and then she left. She also. Well, this could be said for Yamato as well. I was going to say she also had like a bounty poster mid card, you know? But then Yamato also had like the mid card with in Wano, they had like the cards, the tarot cards or whatever in the mid cards. So I guess like in that regard, you know, Yamato could be considered that too. But to me, it's always been like, no doubt Vivi is a straw hat to me. Like she's a straw hat. She's a straw hat that left the crew. I feel like Yamato was offered a spot on the crew and said, "I'll come later." Like I wouldn't have considered Jinbei to be on the crew until Whole Cake Island when he actually officially joins us. You know.
Thank you so much for bringing that up because I was about to bring Jinbei. You did it yourself, so
yeah.
But that's the thing.
Because I think
though.
he was offered and he said, "No thanks, I will do it later." Like once I figured out my shit, I'll come back and I'll join. And then he came back and joined. Vivi to me joined and then she had to leave. And so they put her on pause.
Okay, by the way, there is no for me right or wrong. I didn't interpret it as no thanks. I just interpreted it as I'm in, but we can't make it official.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not really,
you know
it's not really, yeah, it's not really no thanks. It is more.
No, yeah.
It is more. I need to figure out some stuff.
It is more. Yes, but I need to figure out some stuff first. So, in my opinion,
I think of it in terms of like a job, right? If you were hired for a job, Jinbei was hired, and he said, "Hang on, I have this previous job." So you can't put me on the books yet.
Yeah.
Don't start paying me or anything. I've got this other job that I got to figure out. I will officially join your company once I've quit that job, right? That's what Jinbei did to 100%. me. Yamato was offered the job and said, in my life right now, that job doesn't fit, but in the future, I would love to join that job, is what Yamato did, I think. But
to some extent, I want to add something here. Okay, Jinbei said, I got a job, but that job didn't have something to do with Luffy's life or the Straw Hat's life or his mission, whatever.
Yeah.
It had to do with something Jinbei's life.
Yeah.
My thing is Yamato's condition or Yamato's reason, his job, was connected to Luffy to some extent.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm remembering wrong or it's Mandela effect. I'm rewriting it in my head. Luffy clearly says, "Yo, you have a spot." Yamato accepts. And the Yamato says, I can't leave though, I gotta be here. And then Luffy makes it his mission because at the end of the day, the flag says this is a Straw Hat territory.
Yeah.
And who do we have here? A Straw Hat. What's your first mission? Do what you wanted to do.
That's a really good point.
Luffy's mission.
That's
it's like
a really good point.
You are a Straw Hat and I'm leaving you here.
I think
not leaving you, but like
you saying
first mission, go ahead.
You saying about putting up the flag and Yamato staying behind as part of the mission. That makes sense. I can be convinced that Yamato is a straw hat.
I think out of all of them, Yamato is the most like confirmed. And when I say all of them, I think Jinbei's already. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Vivi, Bon Clay. I like what we mentioned, like honorary Vivi and Bon Clay and Yamato, but Yamato is the most like confirmed and is in duty, like is working as a Straw Hat right now, doing a mission which is protecting Wano, which they would have done anyways with or without the title. And Luffy, am I remembering the wrong thing? Luffy, out of his mouth, he said, "Oh, perfect. As this is our territory, so go ahead, do it, and then meet us later." Just like Jinbei, but Jinbei's mission was not a part of Luffy's life. It was his own thing. You know what?
I had forgotten that that's what Yamato fully stayed behind to do. So that I think that was what was changing me. I agree. My reason for the for the job metaphor was saying I think what happened with Vivi was she got the job. She was doing the job and getting paid for it and all of that. And then she was like, it was the equivalent of being like, oh, I need to take some leave. I need to take some vacation. You know, I need to like, they're like, your job's still around. You know, she went on maternity leave. Yeah. She's like, your job's still here and you can come back to it and you're still on our books. So to me, like Vivi's 100%. Always still been on our books. But I like that reasoning for Yamato. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think from now on, I'll think of him as part of the crew as well. Yeah.
Literally in my mind after, because by the way, when you said controversial, I totally agree, bro. It was a little bit toxic when I finally, like I told you, I made it out of like Wano and I started seeing the discussions and stuff. The Vivi/Yamato like fights happening was crazy. I was like, guys, calm down. It was nuts. So it is very controversial, but even me, I'm super biased with Vivi. Like I love her. Like, she is a Straw Hat in my heart. But I can be objective for a moment. You know what I mean? I love Vivi, bro. And you know how much, maybe you don't know, maybe you know how much I love Bon Clay. I love Bon Clay. Yeah. But still, Vivi, numero uno and stuff. But what I see from the anime, maybe the manga as well when I read it, what I see in front of me, Yamato is the most not only confirmed but Straw Hat now and is doing a job that is like literally what Luffy tells Usopp and everybody else after Zou. Yeah. Boom, we're gonna go here, Horikeki Airando, you guys go do that. Yeah. That's the same order.
That's a great argument.
Yamato is a Straw Hat on a mission, which is to stay in one of our territories and defend it, protect it, help the retainers. Done.
It's a wonderful argument. I think that's very well put, and you've convinced me. Like I think on that you've absolutely convinced me. And yes, I will say like I'm also so biased to Vivi. As I said, I think Vivi's my favorite character in all of One Piece. I've always loved her so much. Like I have another Vivi figure out there that's like almost identical. She's in a different dress, but that's pretty much it. And then like the notebook that I write in is always this moment, you know, like
an epic moment.
Yeah,
yo,
and so like to me, it's like it's one of the most special parts of the entire show. And I mean,
I want you to address something.
Yes.
Let's get a little bit messy. We love being positive. Let's get a little bit messy. What would you tell the people who say Vivi won't even be useful to the Straw Hats? I want Yamato over Vivi. What would you tell them? There's a big portion.
I think that goes so against Luffy's entire being. Because if you look at Enies Lobby, I mean, I talked about how like Water 7 and Enies Lobby are my favorite arc because of the character moments. I didn't even mention like Luffy's character development in that arc where he had a realization of like, oh, I want to be around these people so much and I want them not to have to offer me anything. I don't want because Usopp felt like he was being abandoned by his crew. He felt like the crew was abandoning Mary, which meant he was like, well, I'm next because I'm the weakest one on the Straw Hats, so they're going to abandon me. And that's what he was feeling. And Luffy took that on and was like, I need to make sure I am strong enough that my friends never feel like they have to offer me anything. They never feel like I will abandon them if they don't offer me anything. So looking at Vivi as a character and going like, what can she do for us? Here's what she can do for us. She is Nami's friend. Here's what she can do for us. She helps Luffy be a better leader. She is she is someone who these people care about. And to me, that's the only reason they need to be on the ship. is if the Straw Hats care about them, they're part of the family. They don't need like necessarily a definite role. That's my thought on it.
That's a sad way of like when people see it the other way around, when it is just always transactional, you know. You gotta do something for me. I think it's a little bit it's a bit sad.
And some of the comments in the chat, first Veritas saying Vivi's role is clear, Egghead showed Emu wants her. So like, yes, obviously she also is a major piece in this world now. Like in the same way that Nico Robin, like the government have a hard on for Nico Robin because like there's no one
to us though, to the story, Luffy could not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Luffy loves his friends. Yo, I like you as a person. You are a fun time, like you're a fun hang, yada yada. It is so like, you know, for Luffy, like basic. I don't think he even registered that Robin can read the poneglyph for him in the beginning. It's like, nah, friend needs my help, done. Do you know what I mean? And then he gets blessed by chance.
Yeah.
that they're useful in these things.
I also want to point out people in the chat saying something else that is important, which is, and I said this while I was talking about Vivi a second ago, which is she will be the political voice. I said she helps Luffy be a better leader, and that is a really important thing, because we have, like, Luffy is a leader. Undoubtedly, Luffy is a leader. But in the Alabasta Saga, when we show up on Drum Island and all the people are pointing the guns at us or whatever, and Luffy's about to make a wrong decision, and Vivi is like, stand down. Like, Vivi is like, this is not the way to do it. Right?
Calm your ego. Calm your ego
like
right now.
Luffy is our leader. It doesn't mean he is infallible, and it doesn't mean that he doesn't.
And it doesn't mean he's perfect.
Yeah, and he's
you know
never been a
Zoro
leader.
saved him from the wrong decisions.
Yeah.
Zoro had to stand up and be like, hey, calm down. Like, stop thinking with your tummy right now. That's not the right decision.
And like, Vivi has been in the royal family her entire life. She knows and she cares about her people so much. She's always thinking about, like, how does this affect the people, you know? And I think that's a really important thing to have on the crew when we're so focused on our goals, to think about how, like, what can we do for the people? Because if Luffy does become king of the pirates, like, is he? I think he will, but we have to consider the fact that he might not think about the greater population. You know, I know the King of the Pirates doesn't have.
You need to delegate that.
It doesn't, like, the King of the Pirates doesn't technically have like any power necessarily. It's just like a title, but like that title will come with power. That title will come with 100%. people following him or doing things.
And do you?
And so I think like you need someone like
Luffy's
Vivi
gonna
to
change his core. 100%. Luffy's not gonna change his core essence and his personality and start being like and start talking to the mass. He's gonna be like, I don't have time for this. I'm free. I don't like this.
He constantly says like
Vivi, talk to them.
He constantly says like, throw us a banquet because I love food, but don't celebrate me. Like he's always like, I don't want to be a hero. I don't want to be a hero. I wanna eat food and move along, right? I think there's a part of him that in the role that he's going, he kind of needs to be a hero to people. Like in this
whether he likes it or not, he is a hero, but he doesn't like to be addressed as one. He doesn't like to stay around and get celebrated or give a speech. But when it's the right thing to do, he will need people like Vivi, Rebecca, whatever, to talk to them. Represent me, talk to them. Because whether we like it or not, there are people representing the Straw Hats as a part of their fleet.
Yeah.
Like when, what is it? Leo and the other guy stood up for Shirahoshi. That for me, in front of me, for the moment, was a Straw Hat. Adjacent, stepping up, doing something that Luffy would have done. What would Luffy do here? Luffy would start throwing these hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And protecting his friend. So, but yeah, it is I think an interesting.
That was a very interesting discussion. I didn't think we were gonna have that, but that was great.
I respect both of them. I love both of them. Vivi has a special place in my heart. Vivi is family before anything. She doesn't need to have like a talent for something. Like you said, I agree with all the points that you brought, but before all of that, she is a friend and she is family. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah. I think Yamato is 100% a straw hat.
I agree with you now. I'm on board.
Yeah.
So you said, because we're coming to the end of the stream now. So you said there might be some things.
Yes.
Do you still have some things to ask at the end?
Yes, if we're around, like, we're the end,
Yeah, I think
wanted
we're
to ask
wrapping
you a
up.
couple of questions if you're done with. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions for you, you know what I mean, and like for your community. But what I wanted to ask, first question, if you can think of something, on the spot, what is some of your favorite memories from your One Piece journey? Whether it's a comment or that someone had in your videos or an inside joke that organically popped up, etc.
Yep. I think some things that jump to my mind. I mean, just like in terms of like being excited and like glad to be in the One Piece journey. I think the feeling that Gear 5 gave me when I realized I wasn't spoiled on it was like such a transformative experience that I was like, oh, there's nothing like One Piece, you know? That's like a really special thing. But also in a bit of a sillier direction, the moment in Dressrosa when it's revealed that one of the guys has the jacket fruit and he can turn into a jacket. And
oh my god.
And I had put in my prediction video that someone turns into a jacket. And
literally, I was dying laughing when I saw that. You had it in your videos. You just reminded me.
I had them turn into.
Crazy.
I didn't say someone had the jacket fruit. The thing in that video was like there was a guy who could turn people into clothes, and so he turned someone into a jacket. But it was just like the video towards the start.
God.
There's a guy who's like, I turned into a jacket, and then like people in the comments were going like, there's no way he just said someone turned into a jacket. And then I got up to the episode.
That is epic.
And I was like, what? There's a guy who turns into a jacket, like out of all the things.
Oh my god.
I think also, like my videos since then, because I did one for Whole Cake and I did one for Wano as well, but none of them have had anything as accurate as that. But I remember like that video had like a surprising amount of things that were accurate about Dressrosa for some reason. And I remember a comment that said like, just think, if
Those are so fun.
If Dressrosa was called Toy Rosa, I would have got it like all right. Because I was like, I went off the name Dressrosa.
Wait, what did you say?
Like I went off the name Dressrosa, so I was like, people turn into clothes. That was my idea. And someone said if it was called Toy Rosa, I would have guessed people turn into toys, and then I would have gotten like so much of that stuff right, and it would have been crazy.
That is so true, because everything else was connected to dresses instead of toys, and it would have been like on point.
Yeah, it would have been crazy.
Do you have any like any comment somebody made that, you know, made your day in a special way, or made you laugh to the point of, you know, just a highlight when it comes to a community moment?
Anytime I don't have specific ones off the top of my head, but anytime that people just comment something simple like this made me really smile, or like this, you know, like or I like this discussion was very insightful, you know, like just very simple compliments that take people like 2 seconds to write, but like when I read it, like I go, I made something, you know, like I did something, and this person, like,
you affected their day, their
and
mood,
what
in a
I had
positive
to
way.
offer is what they appreciated, you know, rather than they're just a One Piece fan, they liked something that I did, and I really liked that. And then also, I want to say, Veritas, who's been commenting a lot here and is my resident One Piece expert. There's
Where's Veritas?
He's Crispy Culture in the Crispy Culture in the chat. And he's one of my mods, and he had sent me like in the box that this Vivi was in, he sent me a box this big, like massive, right? This big, and it was basically full of One Piece trading cards, right? And he had had organized it in order so that I didn't get spoiled, and when I got to certain points in the show, I could open the next set of cards, right? And it was absolutely incredible.
fudge?
And the reason it's already incredible, but like the reason I brought it up is because he included in it like these 3 sheets of paper, and on one of the sheets of paper was a letter that he wrote to me. And the letter was like
sweet.
was I read it out in a video. You can go check out the first TCG opening video that I did. But I read out the letter. It was a really nice letter, and I got really emotional reading it. So like that always sticks out to me as well, you know. I love that.
That's
stuff.
amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out crispy
Yeah,
culture.
absolutely. Shout out
The
Veritas.
effort
He's
as well.
amazing.
The time and effort.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Shout out crispy culture. See, and that's what those are the moments that make you feel so like you're just happy. You feel
Yeah.
like all the hours that you put in whatever it is that you edit.
And also,
it just feels special.
To Veritas right now, I take those One Piece trading cards to my friend's house like almost every week now, and she and we take the cards and we make decks on the spot and we play against each other, and like she's been really enjoying it and I've been really enjoying it. It's been like a good bonding moment for me and my friend, so like it's also helping me in my actual life having this many cards. It's great.
The ripple effect.
Yeah, it's so good.
Of gifting that. Okay, next question.
Okay,
You ready?
Yep.
And you can't filter this if you have one, okay? The most outrageous comment you've gotten, no matter how crazy it was.
Oh, hang on, hold on. Let me see.
To know.
Oh, can it not be on a One Piece video? Can it be on a different video?
It can
Because
be on any video.
I
any
posted this. I posted this online. So this was on my one of my Uma Musume videos. Where
Wait, what's that?
Uma
What's that
Musume,
anime?
it's the horse girl anime. Where there's a
Oh, the one with the dope animation and the racing.
yeah.
I'm gonna watch that one
anime.
day. That looks so sick.
It's really good. I really love it. Anyway, in season 1, there's 12 episodes of the normal story, and then episode 13 is like kind of a spoiler for season 2, I think. And so a lot of people told me,
Okay.
Don't watch episode 13 right now. Watch season 2 and then go back and watch episode 13 later, right? And so I did that. And then I got a comment when I did episode 12, and then the next week I posted season 2, episode 1. Someone commented and said, hey, dumb idiot, there's 1 episode in season 1 and you skip it to season 2. Where's the episode 13? Is your brain damaged? And I remember reading it, and the starting a comment with hey, dumb idiot is so funny to me. Like just that's a lot of energy to come out of the gate with hey, dumb idiot. It made me laugh so much. Like,
That is so.
sometimes when people are very toxic, if people are particularly toxic, I'll delete their comment because there's no need for that stuff.
Yeah.
To be out
100%.
there. But oh my god, I kept that one up, and I was like that.
A lot of them be funny.
I was like, that's so funny. Like, I can't be mad at this guy because he also like the way he said, "Is your brain damaged? Not damaged." Damage. Is your brain damaged?
Is your brain damaged?
I love it. It was so good.
That's crazy though. Like that's a different energy. But hey, dumb idiot. Is that what he said?
Yeah. Hey, dumb idiot.
Hey, dumb idiot. What the fuck, bro? Relax, buddy. and the thing is, it's not even the thing he's talking about. You've already like, there's an answer to it.
Yeah, you can
So
just
it's, like,
look.
anger
If
for
everyone's saying it or in the comments, you can just look. I think I also said it in the video. I think I start the video by going, we skipped episode 13 because people told me to skip or whatever. It's very funny.
Yeah, some people they will just immediately comment before watching the video.
Yeah.
It's a part of the
so
okay,
good.
some people love doing that. Okay, so here we go. Last question, okay?
Okay.
During One Piece, what is the biggest spoiler you've gotten, if there is any?
Oh,
it could even be like a simple thing, but it's the biggest in your journey.
Yeah.
Like throughout, not before One Piece, throughout the journey. Of uploading it on YouTube.
Okay, so I mean, I do genuinely consider the fact that there was a time skip to be a spoiler. I did. Yeah, me too. Like
I got that.
Like it's kind of hard because I think it's a really cool moment of like it's building up to it, and then and then it's like, oh, what are the Straw Hats gonna do to get back together? And then we find out they're gonna wait 2 years and then get back together. Like, that's a really cool moment. But at the same time, when you've been for years posting videos and people are constantly saying, oh, pre-time skip, this character is blah blah blah, whatever. Like, they're referring to it as pre-time skip.
Yeah.
You know there's a time skip coming up, and you know it's probably gonna be somewhere in the middle of the show. Like, I wish people didn't refer to it like that, you know. Like, I understand that, like, people like to think of the show in pre-time skip and post-time skip sometimes, but I think when you're commenting on
we
people's...
do as well, but when you're watching,
but like we know that we've both seen it, you know.
Exactly.
So I think if you're talking to people and commenting on things that are like older, don't reveal that there's a time skip, because you'll get a better reaction when they get to that moment of like, hang 100%. On, there's gonna be a 2-year jump here. Like, that would be really cool.
Yeah. I got what is it called? Deprived of that. You know, I want to experience that. There is the. What do you mean? Like, let's say you wanted to get pissed at that. Let's say you hate time skips. Like, you didn't get to experience that. Nah, don't give me time skips. Like, you know, I knew it. I was waiting for it. So that sucks. Was that your biggest spoiler?
I think, like, because as I said, I'm pretty good about, like, I know there's been times where people have commented in capital letters just as many spoilers as they could in my comments. There's been like 1 or 2 of those in my years where people have commented just like literally like in capital letters, like Ace dies, blah blah blah, whatever, you know. And in those times, I think my brain somehow is so tuned in that I see the capital letters, I see the word Ace, and my brain stops reading and I go delete. Like, just immediately delete it. So I don't think there was anything major. It was really just the stuff that you pick up from the fandom over time, that, you know, that the Gear 5, what Gear 5 looks like and stuff like that. And that, you know, that the Gear 5 is going to happen while fighting Kaido. So I know that Kaido is going to be the villain of Wano, and I know that he's going to fight Kaido. So like, that's the sort of stuff that I knew. There's been some things that I thought I was spoiled on, but I wasn't. Like, I didn't think Jinbei was actually going to join the crew. At least not for a long time, because I thought, and I was wrong about this, I thought I had seen Wano art, and I thought that in all the Wano art, Jinbei was never there. And I was like, oh, so like, he doesn't join then, you know? And I thought again that I had seen Egghead art, and I thought that I hadn't seen Jinbei there. And I was wrong about that. Jinbei was there, but I just didn't, I hadn't seen him there.
He was.
So,
Nah, makes sense.
Yeah, so there's some things where I was like, okay, well, Jinbei's obviously not gonna join the crew, and then, but that's another thing. Like, it would have been cool if I didn't know Nico Robin was gonna join, but I did going into it, because I know that Nico Robin was a big character. I'd seen people do fan art of her for years and cosplays and all of that. Like, I knew who Nico Robin was going in.
Did you know who Sanji was before you started One Piece?
Yeah, kinda. Like, I knew his design, and I think I knew his name was Sanji.
Yeah.
But that's
I knew nothing. I just re-edited the Barati, some of them, because they got taken down recently. And I was watching my first reaction. I had no idea. Like, I only knew Zoro and Luffy. Zoro because of the hair. And so meeting Sanji, it was so interesting going back to it as like the first time. I was like, who the hell is this yellow hair, like blondie? I was like, but it was so nice. I was blind because my algorithm had nothing. My algorithm was like gym stuff and maybe Attack on Titan. So I had nothing when I started.
Yeah, I think that might be where we differ a little bit, because my algorithm is very anime locked in. And so I
can you like look at this? One of the chats. The best spoilers are the ones people don't understand. Like, nothing happened in Thriller Bark. That one got to me. Yeah, that one got to me. I was like, what are they talking about?
Like, so Veritas actually gave me a heads up in advance, where I actually appreciate that he did this. Like, some people may even say that this is a spoiler, but I actually really appreciate that he did this. He said before I started Thriller Bark to me, that there are going to be people who are commenting nothing happens in this arc on your in your comments, just so you know, like it's just a meme in the community. It's not like, don't have expectations that this is a boring arc, you know, because some people get those comments and they're like, oh, this is going to be a boring arc, and then their expectations change, you know.
Bro, I was like, this is up there with Sky Island, the way people are bored about this. I was like, why are people bored about this?
Yeah.
Bored with this arc? I'm having a blast. I'm like, am I weird? But it didn't affect my expectation that much, since I was used to it. I stopped trusting the people's, you know, thoughts, or the people's what they deem after Sky Island. The amount of fun I had with Skypia, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this with a grain of salt. I'm going to be like, oh, nice. And I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm going to enjoy my journey. But
I'll tell you,
nothing happened was wild.
Yeah, I'm the same. You don't have to apologize when I interrupt you, by the way, because I interrupted you there.
No, go ahead.
What you were saying about, like, I started ignoring people's things. I am wearing proof right now of when I did that, which is with My Hero Academia, which is a very special show to me. I love My Hero Academia very much. And like from the start of My Hero Academia, I cared about it a lot. I tried so hard to never look at manga spoilers or whatever. I wanted my first experience to be in the anime. And I cared about it so much. I read all of My Hero Vigilantes, the spin-off. Just because I was like, I want to get more My Hero content, but I don't want to spoil myself. So instead I read the spin-off. And there was...
Did you react to all of it? Like, did you start... was it all on YouTube?
I think I read Vigilantes before I had a YouTube channel, I think. Before I had this YouTube channel. And so, like, but with My Hero, like, manga readers constantly would talk about, this is when My Hero gets bad. This is when My Hero gets bad. This is when My Hero gets bad. And they would say that so much. And every time I got up to those moments, I was like, this is like so up my alley. Like this is like my favorite thing ever. And people were saying like, this is where it gets shit. And it's like one of my favorite things that I've ever seen. And it just kept happening to the point where I'm like, I think other people don't jive with the story. I'm not going to say they don't understand it, because I think that's dismissive of, like, they might have valid criticisms, but I do think it doesn't resonate with them on the same level that to me it so strongly resonates, to the point where I think that
100%.
that Horikoshi is so on the same wavelength as me in terms of writing that I liked, I think, every single decision he made, barring maybe one or two tiny things, you know? So like all the way to the end, I didn't let people affect my opinion of the series at all, you know?
Yeah, I feel like everybody should just be secure with something, maybe like it's their cup of tea, something might hit them in more ways than it did others. But just going back to the nothing happened, I am happy that I got to experience that, because it gave my community like a golden moment.
A good meme.
I could not understand it. I was like, why is everybody saying nothing happened?
Yeah.
And it made people, like, you know, laugh, because it was before the arc started, and then I'm just collecting them, you know, in my head. It's just like a meter, blip, 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 until like reach the boiling point. I'm like, this is enough. Why is everybody saying nothing happened? I got pissed at some point. I was like, why are they saying this? It's so, like, it reaches to a point where it's like, what you're experiencing is bullshit. That's how you feel.
Yeah.
Bro, your fun has to be fake. I'm like, I'm having fun.
Yeah. That's exactly why, as I said before, I like to have such a positive environment in my videos, and like the way I talk about series. I have to remember the people watching reaction videos, like it's generally going to be, this is one of their favorite shows. Like, this is a show that they care about so much if they're seeking out reaction videos to it. So, like, if I'm just going to be shitting on things that are happening there, it's not that, like, it's not that I think they're going to unsubscribe or dislike my video, but I think it might bum them out. I think it might make them sad, and I don't want to do that. If something is so special to someone, for me to be like trashing it constantly might make someone sad, and the idea of me making someone sad makes me incredibly sad.
Yeah, it makes you sad. Yep.
Yeah, so
No, I totally agree.
yeah.
Totally agree. Do we want to take like some questions like we have here?
Yeah,
before
go.
we end the stream? What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Says, any take on impact term.
Oh my god.
You can ask them maybe to send all the questions now.
Yeah. Send if you have
it in front of
if
you.
you have any final questions, send them now. Impact frames this is a great time to do this. I did a video on impact frames in the last week, I think. And it's only on Patreon right now, so keep your eyes out on YouTube in the coming weeks. It'll come out. But I did reactions to the impact frames in Wano and Egghead. And holy shit, man, there's some incredible stuff in there.
Insane.
There's some absolutely amazing. Like, have you seen the ones in Wano and Egghead?
I've seen as many as I can. There are probably many of them out there still, but the moments, the big fights or whatever that I like watch, I've tried, especially on Patreon, pausing, going back.
There's
the ones that they mentioned. Beautiful.
There's one in Egghead.
Beautiful.
In Egghead where Garp and Aokiji are fighting, and and they like go and they go to punch each other, and the impact frame has them like holding hands when they were young. They're doing like the
that was
iconic.
Yeah, that was iconic before I even reached there. I just didn't know it was from One Piece.
Oh really?
I saw like a meme. I saw a meme and other people doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like me and you, for example, doing it, and then they take a picture of them. What is it called when you not reanimate, but when you do that same pose, but with other people, other animals,
recreate.
other characters, recreate. Thank you, that's the word. People recreating that pose and stuff.
Yeah,
I just didn't know it was from One Piece.
Yeah,
love it.
It's amazing. It's so good. So yeah,
So
I love.
freaking epic.
I didn't realize how much I loved the impact frames until that video. So keep your eye out in coming weeks. You'll see my mind be slowly blown throughout the video. It was amazing. And Z asked about the upcoming One Piece live action season 2, which is in a month. It's only in a month. It's 1 month time.
So it's around the corner.
I'm so excited.
Around the corner. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I think everybody's gonna do an epic job.
Oh yeah.
And I heard somewhere that Owens is back. I think he's back for
is
season
he?
4. I think he was
Is
just
he
gone
for
three.
season 4?
Yeah, I was worried.
Wait, 4 or 3?
Yeah, I think he did 2 and 3 maybe, or just 2, and then he went, which worried me. I thought he did a good job, so maybe
I remember.
whoever takes over
him
is gonna do a horrible job.
Taking time off, and I thought he might be gone for good. But
yeah, me too. But I read somewhere that he's back.
If he is back,
maybe.
that's amazing
a
news
good
because I'm really excited. But oh my god, I think I'm gonna be obsessed with like live action Nico Robin and live action Vivi for a long time.
I'm gonna be. What do you think about the hate that she's getting?
Which one?
The actor. Because I think she's gonna kill it, Vivi.
Oh no! Like I will never listen to it. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, bro,
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say that all haters are because of this. But like, obviously, when you cast like a black person in a live action, people tend to get very critical of them. Which is like insanely unfair. But also like there was at some point when she was first cast, someone posted like a screenshot of something of her in Bridgerton, because that actress is in Bridgerton.
Yeah, that's where I know her from.
Okay,
yep.
I haven't seen Bridgerton, but there's a screenshot in that of just her smiling. And I looked at it and I was like, her smile is so like it lights up the room, and I was like, that's Vivi's smile. Like I was immediately like, that is what I picture for Vivi.
I hear you.
And I was sold on her from that moment, you know.
Yeah, and I don't care about having a like conversation with people who are not open to just like logical casting. Like, you know what I mean? I'm fine. It makes sense if it's like Egyptian Arabic lady, which is a bit more melanated, or an Indian lady that's a little bit more melanated. It just makes sense with the place. But some people are so close-minded, they're not even allowing you to make these points. They like, it's just a little bit of gooner behavior. Nah, she's very light. She has to be as light. I'm like,
Yeah.
but it's fine for them to be a little bit more melanated because people, how many scenes Zoro and everybody were getting cooked by the sun in that place. It makes sense that you're a bit melanated.
Absolutely, and it's about the essence of the character as well. I mean, also like Usopp in the anime isn't that dark skinned, but then look at Jacob who plays Usopp.
Yeah.
That there's I don't know if there's a better actor on earth for Usopp than that man. Like
100%. Garp is not Scottish.
That. Yeah. They carry that energy so well.
Exactly.
I love it. Someone said, what was your saddest moment in One Piece, both of you? Not counting Ace's death, it crushed us all. So what was your saddest moment?
You go ahead.
You think you want me to go?
Should I go first?
You go.
I can go first. For me, 100%. One of my saddest moments is, like I said earlier a little bit, Tama and her backstory crushed me. And just her like being a kid and selling those hats, one of my saddest moments. Sanji with the mask on his face in a cage. I'll never forget how those episodes made me feel. Broke me into pieces, man. And his voice actor being the same voice as Choppa, the cuteness, and him saying, why am I in here? Why am I in here? Let me out. Oh,
absolutely.
So yeah.
No, yeah, I think
definitely those are
the ones that stand out to me. Are so this one, I don't know if you could define it as sad necessarily, but it hit similar areas for me, and it's kind of related to Ace's death. But after it, when he's talking to Jinbei, and like he's broken. And Jinbei's like, snap.
Wait, who?
Luffy, sorry. When Luffy's talking to Jinbei. And Jinbei's like, snap out of it. And he's like, I lost my brother. Like, everything sucks. And then Jinbei says like, but who do you have left? Like, what do you have? And then there's that montage of every Straw Hat. Like one little moment that he remembers from each Straw Hat, like him just climbing a ladder and Zoro's like working out or whatever, or like and it's just like one little moment from each Straw Hat, and then he goes like, I still have my friends, and he counts it off on his fingers as well, like each one he thinks about and takes time and counts it off on his fingers. Like that moment makes me cry so much. And then
that is an epic moment.
And then recently, because like I cry a lot in reactions, but I don't tend to cry at the devastatingly sad moments as much. I cry at like emotional moments that aren't necessarily sad, but like for example, the most recent one was when Bonnie said that I'm gonna keep living because my parents took joy in my birth. Right, and like that line,
that's recent.
Yeah, that line hit me so hard. Like I actually started thinking about my life then, and I started thinking about my parents who I'm really close to and stuff, and I just like it hit me really hard. But yeah, the if I'm thinking about sadness, the Kuma backstory ending with like happy 10th birthday to Bonnie is like such a sad moment. Like just the idea that
the dagger for me.
that Bonnie like experienced Kuma's entire life and watched it and like got this message from Kuma after he's kind of gone, and that like he can't be the one to say in person happy 10th birthday, so he says it like through these memories and stuff. It's like
oh my god,
it's incredible.
I was like more in a celebratory vibe until that moment. That got me, man.
Yeah.
Because I was so proud of Kuma. That was the vibe that I was getting.
Yeah.
The whole time. But him saying happy 10th birthday, tell her to tell tell her for me happy 10th birthday. That was just tears
incredible
flowing down. I couldn't. Killed me.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. So I mean, we've been having such a great time, but I think we got to call it at some point. It's funny. You said to me like, should we have a hard cap on this stream? And then what we decided on was our hard cap would be 3 hours, and it's now been 3 hours 40 minutes, we have.
Yeah, we're
we've
gonna do
loved
more
it.
of these. We're gonna do
Absolutely,
more of
I
these
would.
because
I would
yeah,
love to. I love
100%.
chatting with you, and we have so much to say.
And like I said, man, you're more than welcome. I'm gonna like book you. We're gonna talk about this my podcast. You're gonna love to have you as a guest there.
Would love to.
Solo with other people. 100%. And let me tell you just immediately, I'll talk to you afterwards, but we have a server. We made a new server with other YouTubers and creators. So it just helps it with the collabs and advice and everything. So
Great.
I'm going to, if you would love to, I would like to add you there.
Yeah, send me a
and
link. Sounds
yeah,
great.
man. Yeah, 100%, man. Thank you so much for having me here today,
No
guys. We're going to do
problem.
more of these. We have to cap it at some point, but we have so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Guys, there is, because we had a similar, let me just say this real quick. We had a similar, time-wise, similar journey. Gent is, for me, one of the few people where I can confidently zone in on one arc, for example, and just talk about it.
Yeah.
Because we had the same journey-ish when it comes to like time, and we were both anime only, so don't be surprised. On my platform, on his streams in the future, we might do that. So many games, arc-focused, anime-only theories. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
man.
I am as well. So I mean, thank you for coming, because I do love doing stuff like this, and it's also good. You know, we both have audiences, and sometimes, you know, like your audience might not watch my videos, my audience might not watch your videos, but they get to see this sort of crossover, and I think something good about
100%.
these streams is like we see where we're so similar. You know, we see like the bits where we line up, which like if people were like, oh, I didn't know that Sammy, you know, is like that, maybe I'll go check out his discussions, or vice versa. People might see me and be like, oh, they agree on this thing, maybe Gent's videos will be good to check out. So I really appreciate it, and thank you all for coming and commenting a lot in the chat. We enjoyed it so much.
You have one last question. Do you want to take it, or should we end it?
You go for it. You read it out.
Because I want to know your funniest moment or character.
Oh God. Okay. So, oh God. It's so stupid. All my ones are such stupid things that when I watch,
bro, you're talking to the right person. Go ahead.
When I watch other people's reactions, the other people who watch them don't laugh at these jokes at all, right? Like they don't laugh at them at all. But I just find it so funny. So there's three that jump to mind. The first one is when Iceberg introduces himself and he goes, "My name is Iceberg. I'm the leader of Water 7. This is a rat I found today." And he just like immediately introduces it, and you see the rat and you think, oh, that's his like childhood pet or something or whatever, right? You think he's like a really important thing, but he introduces him. He's a rat he found earlier that day and is already introducing him to people.
Wow, was it?
Yeah, that's what he says.
Was it really a rat he found?
That's what he says in the line. He says, "This is a rat I found today."
He doesn't even hear me.
So the second one, it's already been pointed out by Veritas, but in Fishman Island, you know the guy that constantly, the squid guy who can go invisible, who constantly like pretends he meant to do things. You know, he'll he'll fuck something up and then he'll go like, "I meant to do that." When at the very end of the arc, they're all in prison, and because they took the drugs, it ages them exceptionally or whatever, because they took all the steroids, and then it's showing all of them, and it cuts to him, and he goes, "I got old on purpose," and
that's what he meant.
I died laughing at that. I laughed so hard at that. I loved it so much. And
funniest character.
Oh, hang on. There was one more moment, and it just slipped my mind. Can you answer the question of your funniest things?
Definitely. Luffy shoving the zombie back into his grave. Oh
yeah,
God.
in Thriller Bark.
Never forget that moment. Yeah, he's like, "Let me help you there, buddy." And then almost every moment, this is one of those silly ones that maybe is not funny for other people, and this is big part of it, is Tanaka. Shout out to the GOAT voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
Every moment the camera is on silly Luffy's face and he says something like "Nanda Koko."
Yeah.
Like that. Where are we? Who is this? Who the F are you? The delivery on those I die laughing. You shouldn't pause the video. You shouldn't almost faint. I just love it. Nakoko. Last one, I'm gonna say Choppa saying, "Oh, like Koniero, Pakero." Love.
Oh, yeah.
I'll die laughing.
Yeah.
They make my day. So those are just off the top of my head. There's many of them.
I just gotta say the one more really stupid one. And again, this is one that like when I watch reaction videos, no one laughs at this joke, but I find it so funny. Which is in Dressrosa when you get introduced to Sai, to Boo and Sai or whatever, and then like he goes, like someone says thanks to him or something, and he goes like, don't mention it. You really shouldn't mention it. Don't say anything like that. And he like winds himself up, and then he's like, don't you dare say thanks. And he like starts like reaching for Luffy and like
why would I remember that?
he's like he starts being like really kind and being like, no worries, all good, but he makes himself madder and madder as he talks. And then by the end he's trying to strangle Luffy and going, don't you dare say thanks to me. You take that thanks back. And like, you're
making me realize this guy. I don't even think I registered it like that. Like, you're making me see it that way.
No one.
Wait, I don't remember that exactly.
Yeah, no one remembers it. I don't think anyone. I don't think anyone really finds it funny. But I laughed so hard at it. I loved it so much. It was so great.
No, the epic.
Oh.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. And thank you to everyone for joining. Make sure to subscribe to Sammy's channel. Go over to it, and go check out. I will be when this VOD goes up. I'll be making sure I'll invite you to the collaboration on the thing. So hopefully your audience can see the VOD go up like as if you posted it. And so if you're watching this, after the fact in VOD, comment down below, like the video, support it. And thank you everyone for joining. Go check out all of our reactions. We have thousands and thousands of episodes for you to check out. And so guys,
like this stream right now. Everybody who's here, it helps with the algorithm. So
absolutely,
like
absolutely,
like the stream right now.
But thank you all for joining us so much. I need to quickly prep the end screen. Anything final you want to say?
No, thank you everybody that's been here. C Squad, Gents community, appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for having me, Gent. And yeah, check out my pod, guys. I go live on Twitch and YouTube and Kick every Sunday, so you can find my links on my channel.
Wonderful.
Join us there. Thank you so much for having me, Gent.
No problem. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you guys next time. Goodbye.